two, one.
Wow.
Yeah, we're on. We're on. Um, Welcome to another episode of the Afro Summit podcast. I am your ugly ass host, Nich Jones, Sir Nicholas, if you will, and this is a special edition, right? Very special edition. This episode is a special show that we're doing because for the past 4 episodes, you've seen a little bit of all of us, give our input on just various topics, right? But I wanted to do something. I wanted to do something especially for the ladies because women feel like they're not being heard or understood. A little bit of both. So I wanted to hold space and open up the panel for the ladies to come up and get on the mic and talk their shit, whether it be opinionated or factual. Just let loose and ask questions that you've been wanting to ask, that you've been wondering about. Just anything that's on your heart. Get on the mic, let that shit go. So here we have Shiro. Ooh, the girl, look at her. Gorgeous. Look at her. Shiro, this is the first time. I mean, this is the first time that you've graced our presence on the panel. You was on I believe you were like on the first episode, but you didn't want to say nothing. You didn't want to talk. But now that we have you here, and thank you for coming up and having the discussion. Like I said, the panel is for you and any other chick that wants to come up and be heard. So how are you doing? How are you? I understand that you just got done knocking out an event for breast cancer.
Yeah, I did. It was nice. Well, I never done that. I've never done such a thing before, so it was my first experience, and everything was good. I mean, donating, buying
Mm-hmm.
stuff, which the money would go back to donation, playing some childish games, but they were cool. So yeah, I did have some.
Okay.
Yeah, and I want.
Right.
I think I told you I got a book out of it. So I got a book. I'm about to read that book. Also played this game, and I won some cute fancy glasses. So yeah,
Mm.
it.
Okay. Okay.
I did have fun.
All right. And again, this was for breast cancer, correct?
Yeah, I was.
Oh, okay. Does your company do y'all do stuff like that on a regular, or was this like a first time
No,
situation?
we do them every year. We do such. Last year it was done, but I didn't participate. But this year I was kind of interested, so
Mm-hmm.
I went ahead and did that.
Oh, okay. Okay. All right. I'm trying to figure out I'm trying to see where we can start to, get this conversation moving. Um First off, what are your thoughts? Because we have a WhatsApp, chat, a WhatsApp group, and it seems like it's always on 10. Somebody's always, you know, on the bullshit or on the defense, the offense. It's always something popping off in that motherfucking group. And I know that you don't really, I mean, you double dutch in and out whenever, but you're more so of the observant one. So what is it? I'm trying to see how I can frame this question. Okay, what are your thoughts on what it is that we're doing here with the summit? First and foremost, the initiative as far as the diaspora and the continent coming together and trying to bridge that proverbial gap.
Wait, sorry. Ask your question again. No, come again. What did you ask?
Okay, hold on, man. If this all the shit that I be talking about internet, if my internet continues to start acting up, I'm gonna be pissed. Hold on, I think I have an alternative though. Can you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, do I need to ask the question again?
Please, please, yes.
What are your thoughts of what it is that we're doing here at the summit?
Well, I think it's a good platform, as we say, because we're trying to to gap the bridge, if I may say so, between diaspora and you guys in the States.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of nice at the same time. It's kind of funny and annoying because we're two different people from two different worlds. Like your world, in the African world, from where I come from, is different from how you people view things, and
Mm-hmm.
how you view things is different. But then again, us coming together and putting our minds together, it's just something beautiful.
Mm. I
We
mean,
have differences. We've had our fights. Yes.
oh my gosh, yes, the fights are Jesus.
Yeah, there's something, but then again, it's all good because we're learning. Yeah, we're still learning.
And I think that's the most important takeaway, right? Throughout all of the, whether we're in there clowning around and having fun, being serious, or just outright being offensive towards one another, because that happens. It's
What?
all a learning experience, right? We're learning. And I think that if you have people that are willing to go through it and genuine, coming from a genuine place, I think that we can get there, right? So this past this past week or last week, we had like two new members in the group make their make their exit because of the there's this list going around on social media about the whole, uh places that women absolutely will not go to on the first date, that whole thing. And then the men had like a comical rebuttal to that. And I placed those in the chat just to generate some type of attention. It was all a joke, really. Unfortunately, we had, a couple of the ladies get super offended by it, and
Yeah.
did you see that? Were you able to see that whole transaction as far as like the conversation?
Yeah, I did go back. I did go back and see everything.
What was your thoughts on that? And you can be honest, because you already told me, but like, what were your honest thoughts about that, as far as like how I approached the situation? Is there anything that I could have done better, or was I in the clear?
Like I said, since both of us come from two different places, so how
Mm-hmm.
you think and how you guys think it's different. But then again, uh, from a point of joking, if you were joking, yeah, it's okay. But then
Yeah.
again, some of different how people take jokes.
Right.
Like you'll joke, I'll take it, but another person will not take it.
Mm.
So I think in this case, the lady did not catch the part where it was a joke.
Mm-hmm.
And her coming to this group, I thought, okay, maybe she thought she will get something big. I don't know what she expected. Maybe she just expected to come in the group, meet this guy who will like her, get down to her and do everything for her. But no, that's how it's going.
Right. Right.
The steps and the stages you have to go through. Then I
Mm.
think by the time she came to the group, you guys were just on that topic. So I didn't think she had the chance to get along. She just took from where she got it and she just bounced with it without even going back to see where it all started from.
Right. Right. And
So I think
that's
that she got offended, and that's why she came out and even started using, some kind of vulgar language towards you.
yeah.
Mm.
And I let it rock. It's expected. It's expected, that type of that type of energy, especially when know that person doesn't have like the full scope, the the full story or whatever, the whole story. And I already kind of like knew that going into that situation. I was woke up out of my, they woke me up out of my sleep with that. So I had to go back to see like what the hell was going on and why my name yet again was being brought up. And then once I got the information that I needed, I was like, okay, this makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't do disrespect. It doesn't matter who it is, who it's coming from. But I'd like to say, I like to think that I handled myself pretty well, because even though the insults and the shade was thrown, I took it in stride. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ahead and let her make it. I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth with this chick. And you know, these girls, they're young, like 22, 23, you know, like super fucking young. So I have to, as much as it is, as hard as it was for me not to roast the chick, I had to give grace and just like let her get her shit off and then make her exit.
Yeah, it's true. She's young, and I think she thought once she's coming to this podcast with you guys from the States, so it's gonna be an easy catch for her to just, she's cute, she's young, so and anyone will just want her. So she just thought maybe if she comes on stage, every dude will be on her or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're finding out. I think they're finding out rather fast that that's just not. It's not how it's gonna go. um. So I know that I mean, we're all on social media. We see what's popping, right? We know what's going on to a degree. What are your thoughts on this whole, like, I don't want to say passport bros thing, but I mean, it's the only, it's what's appropriate given the context and what's happening with men from the States getting their passports and going to other regions of the world, areas of the world. But let's focus on Africa, right? So what are your thoughts on that as far as brothers from the States coming over to the continent in search of love, I guess?
Oh.
Not you laughing. Well, damn, what's up?
No.
Hey, and remember, you can be honest. You don't have to. You ain't hurting my feelings. So if you think it's corny, hey, that's cool. We can talk about it. But yeah, just. But what do you think?
Well, first of all, I think it's beautiful because from what I know, I mean, you guys, your originality is Africa, right? Sorry, because you're African American, so it's Africans.
Lineage, yeah, yeah.
So I think it's cool that you guys are just trying to come back to the roots, to know how it's. I mean, how you say it, like, I don't know. You all know how it all started, but then again, I think it's nice that you wanna come back and just see how it is back here, because it's totally different from how it went and how everything grew from that side. Things are
Mm-hmm.
different on this side, which it's nice that you guys want to know it. When it
Mm.
comes to finding love, I'm not sure, because there's no difference between us women and you women, but I'm not sure how different we are, but
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
I don't know
So,
the difference.
because you and we had this conversation before, like what, yesterday or last night?
Yeah, last.
Um, and I remember I was saying this on the last episode when it was me and the fellas on the panel having a similar discussion. Because one of the topics were, are they that much different? They being African women versus African American women, right? And my posture on that whole conversation was the sentiments that you just expressed. I don't really. I mean, sure, there's nuances here and there that makes y'all different from our sisters here in the States. But I think when you're talking about like the nature of just women altogether, I think it's still pretty much the same. Like, would you agree?
I think it's the same.
As far as like, Okay, so let's just make it easy. Let's get on the whole dating and relationships deal, right? Um, do you so a lot of the what I've been hearing from the ladies out this way here in the States, they want someone to protect, provide, uh, be financially stable and all of that good stuff, which is what a man should just be on his own. He should be able to provide for himself. He should be able to defend himself, and be somewhat financially stable, right? Before you can start incorporating other individuals into your castle, if you will, your home. Hold on one second. Muse is trying to get on, but yeah, Muse, I can't add you because something on your end is not connected. Your mic and your cam, something is not connected on your end, so I can't bring you up. You might have to drop down and come back up. But yeah, I can't add you, unfortunately. Yeah, drop down and then try to come back up, and then we'll take it from there. Okay, so dang, question did I have for you? Because I was going somewhere with that. Okay, what's your take on the whole 50-50 deal?
Well, I think you're saying you're saying
Like when it comes to relationships, right? You have women out here that are saying that they don't want a man who is just going to do 50-50. They want a man who's going to do the whole 100. They want
I'm
him to solely be in other words, they want him to solely be the provider.
as a woman, some of us we all want that. Like we want a man who will provide from A to Z for us.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But then again, there's this group of women who will just do the 50-50 thing, which for me it's fine. It's okay.
Mm-hmm.
If I can chip in, well and good.
Okay. Okay.
But then again, there are these men who don't want their women to work. So I think it all depends.
Yep. I
So
was actually
if you get a guy who wants you to work, well and good. Because as for me, I want to work because I want to have my own money. I want to have my own things, my own whatever that I want to buy.
mm-hmm.
Have to be all the time asking a man to give me this, give me that, give me this. No,
Mm.
I want to be able to buy me anything, go anywhere that I want. I don't have. Okay, yes, I want that man to provide. Of course, definitely, yes, I
Right.
do. But
Right.
then again, I want to know that I can support my own self if that man is not available.
And to me, that's completely logical. That's
Yeah,
that's that makes sense to me. There's other guys out there that would say different. They think different, but um, listen, with me, the way that I see it, my home is my home, right? So like, I'm gonna have my home, my house in order before I bring any woman into my life, right? So shit's already gonna be set up. All she's gonna have to do is just move. Oh, who is this? Miss O. I'm adding her. Miss O, how you doing? Hello? Oh, okay, never mind. So, like I was saying, no, I mean, I tend to pull from the old school's playbook, right? Old school as in the OGs as in grandpa and them. The old heads and how they was doing it back in the day, where grandpa had the house in place and in order, and you know all grandma had to do was make it a home. She had options to she had options to go to work if she wanted to. There's some situations, like you said, where grandpa don't want grandma to work. I just need you in the house, and not on no barefoot and pregnant type shit either. Just need you to be in the house and make the home a home. Like, I'm gonna go out in the field and get to the work. I'm gonna bring all the chicken home, and I just need you to prepare the table. That's all I need you to do. I don't want you to have to lift a finger to do anything. You have those guys out there And contrary to popular belief, you got fellas out here that have that mindset, right? But with me, I I'm kind of like that, but at the same time, like if you want to work and have your own thing that you're doing, I'm all for that too. You know what I'm saying? I don't want a slave. I don't want a yes woman.
Yeah.
I like to be challenged, and I like to have the conversation. I believe in, for a relationship to actually work, I believe that two individuals have to move as one. It can't be, you
Mm-hmm.
see what I'm saying? It can't be just me being a dictator, what I say goes. You know what I'm saying? It's got to be like, there's got to be some type of interest of fairness here. Like before I make a move, I got to talk to Shiro first. Because if I
Yeah.
do something and it doesn't work, now I got to hear your mouth about it. And you might have had some type of like idea that could have helped preventing the fuck up from even happening, right? But because I didn't even think to include you in on whatever move that I decided to make, not for me, but for what's going to affect our household, now we're up shit creek, we got to paddle. So that's why I think it's important to incorporate your woman's ideas and just let her have a voice in the situation as well. Let her voice be heard in the situation as well. Muse, I still can't. I don't know what's going on, but I can't bring you up, which sucks because I would love to hear your take on what it is that we're talking about here. But yeah, hold on one second, Shiro. Yeah, was that you trying to come up earlier under some other name? I'm trying to get Muse on here, and it's being difficult.
I think the internet she's using is it's low.
Yeah, probably. I mean, usually she's able to get on, no problem. But I now understand that Uganda, they have in some spots they kind of have it's just not happening. The internet is not popping. Um, but hopefully she's able to figure it out and we can get on the show. But yeah, so that's the 50-50 thing. Yeah, I never really bought into it. I mean, I see where some of the fellas is coming from with that, um, because you do have some women out here that do just take. They don't reciprocate. They're immediately, like, automatically expected of the dude to just do everything, to where she doesn't have to do anything but just simply exist. And come on, we got to call a spade a spade. That ain't popping at all. That's no one wants to be innocent. And the same can be said for y'all as women on your end. Like, to have a dude that's just expected of you to give and he not give anything at all, you would take issue with that, right?
Definitely.
Right. So that's what a lot of the fellas who mean well, who's actually out here dating on a genuine tip,
Mhm.
unfortunately they're being met with uh women like that. And so I think that's where a lot of this 50-50 conversation even stems from. Just it's I don't know. It's I'm trying to find the right framing as to what it is, because I want to make sure that I'm being clear in what it is that I'm conveying, right? But yeah, you just have a lot of dudes out here that think that, not think, but they feel as though they're being taken advantage of, right? Because again, going back to the dating a chick and then going beyond dating and then into something more exclusive, to where it's a relationship, right?
Mhm.
um Hold on, I think we got action. QB, what's going on?
Hey man, I'm good.
Is
Hi
this
everybody.
is this Queen Bee?
Yes.
How are you
Yes.
do? How you doing, beloved? The Oracle, the Wisdom Cube. Hey y'all, this chick right here, this chick right here, much like Shiro, they don't really. I want to let y'all know right now, the WhatsApp group is popping, but they sit back, they sit back and they just let shit rock. They don't really do too much, interaction within the group. But when they do, they always drop a gem or two. And so I'm thankful that you two are even on this panel right now. Um, have you been? Where are you at in the conversation? Have you been tuning in, or are you just? Do we need to catch you up on
Um.
what's?
Yes, you need to. I'm just popping in.
Oh, okay, okay. So I mean, this is an open. Me and Shiro, we're rapping right now and just talking about
You're
shit.
rapping now?
We're no. Well, we're talking. We're communicating. That's just another way of me saying we're communicating. Not actually rapping. We're not like throwing out bars or anything like that.
I thought
um.
wrapping up. I thought you meant wrapping up the show.
No.
Oh
Mm-mm.
no, no, no. No, we're just having the discussion.
Okay.
But I mean, now that I got both of you beautiful ladies here, is there any? I mean, this is an open panel discussion, so this is. Feel free to chime in on whatever questions or anything that you want to talk about. The floor is yours. I wanted to make it to where it was a few of you on here and me just moderate the conversation and just kind of let you ladies have the conversation amongst each other. And then if y'all have any questions for me, feel free to, you guys can ask whatever it is you want. So,
Okay. Hi, Shiro.
I couldn't be. How you doing?
How are you? I'm
I'm
good. You?
I'm doing good.
Oh,
Doing so good.
okay. So
Yeah.
what have you and Nich been talking about so far?
Well, just the 50-50 thing when it comes to religion and how we feel about them coming, you know, coming to the motherland.
Okay. So what's your take on the 50-50?
Well, for me, I think it's okay because I love to have my own money because I need to do things. I need to buy my stuff. I need to honestly I need to. I don't want to be somebody's. I don't know how do I frame it. Like I wanna have my own
Um,
freedom. So
someone's
with my
doll.
money, I can do anything that I want. I don't need to ask anyone for permission or anything.
Yeah, I get you, but when it comes to men talking about 50-50, it has to do more with sharing of the bills, not necessarily you having your own money to take care of yourself. It has to do with you chiming in your own money, as in sharing the responsibilities in the house, be it
Well,
bills, rent, car notes, whatever. That's what
I
they
don't
normally mean.
I don't mind doing that because if I get engaging with this person, like we're becoming one. So I think the bills have to be done at the end of the day. So I don't mind doing
Good.
he's doing, you know, house, I'm doing
That
babies or something else. I really don't think I mind. That's cool with me as long as I can do it.
great.
And
Well,
if
for
he allows,
me too, I don't mind, but I do have a little problem when it comes to men specifically stating that we want 50-50. My
Mhm.
problem is when it's two people coming together to do this thing called life and marriage and having kids, it's your own family. And as being women, we will definitely contribute if we are working. Like we will contribute. There will come a time when you probably come home, the rent is already paid at the end of the month. We could be doing these little things without even telling you, and that would even spice up the marriage and the romance in the marriage. Like it's the end of the month. Your man thinks he has to pay the bills, and you go like, "Oh, baby, I already paid the rent."
Yeah.
He's gonna go like, "Really, you did?" So I believe yes, women should help out if they can. If the man, it's okay with her helping out. But when they sit us down and go like, "You take this bill, I take this. You take this, I take this," that is where I have a problem because
Mm,
we will chime in. It's our kids at the end of the day. We birthed them, so obviously, we are going to take care of them. If we have money, I think we're going to use that money to even buy stuff for our kids than we buy for ourselves. Once you
Yeah.
become a mother, that is automatic. So that is the only problem I have with when men go like, let's go 50-50. Because women, well, on my side, I definitely will contribute. But when they make it like, it's your responsibility. You do this, I do this. That is where I have a problem. I wish they wouldn't go 50-50, but you know, it is what it is. You know, that's my little. So what do you have to say about that, Mr. Niche?
Oh, I
Yeah,
was
because I know when you guys say 50-50, it's more like you take this, I take this.
um like I was just trying to like I was explaining to Shiro, I've never really bought into the 50-50 deal, right? I'm more of the I take more of an old school approach where I'm going to be
Mhm.
covering most of the bills. Like if it comes down to
Okay.
like vacations and shit like that, wifey can chime in on that. That more than likely she'd be the one to chime in on that anyways. But when it comes to like
Um,
the operations, how the house is functioning and operating, I'm going to be the one pumping all of that influence, that uh, what's the better way to put it? I'm going to be the one that's responsible for the household, for the home altogether. You know what I'm saying? Because shit, I'm not about to be without lights and food. And I
then
can't be,
maybe,
me
maybe you guys
personally,
should say it
you
like
know.
that.
Well, see, the thing is, not every guy is. We're not a monolith. You got various archetypes of men and how they're even coming on this topic alone. Um, I'm not going to call myself an outlier or anything like that. I'm nobody special, but it's just the way that I see my household functioning in the best way possible. It's all going to be on my back anyways, and I don't want me personally, I wouldn't want my woman to
Yeah.
have to worry about um things like that. I want her to be focused on things like the home and the kids, and not to
The
say that
kids,
I'm
the
not going to
house.
be and not to say that I'm not going to be focused on the home or my kids. They're my kids too. I'm going to be just as involved. But when I'm out here in the world, you know what I'm
Ah,
saying, getting to it, she's got to
yeah.
be the parent, the individual, the authoritative figure in the home, making those plays. I can't be two places at one time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's how I feel about it. Um, I don't know. Delegating bills to your wife, that sounds weird to me already, but
Yeah, some men actually do that. They sit down with their wives and go like, "You take the gas, I'll take this, you take this," and it's gonna be like that till the end. Like whoever pats ways first, like be it death or whatever. But it's a conversation some men have with their women, and it's like you do this and you do this. So you've already put that big stress on your woman in the first place. But when you
mhm,
don't tell us what to do, I feel like we will do it because we want to feel appreciated. We want to take some burden off you.
mhm.
When it comes to me, at least that's what I think women would do. If she has money, she is going to do all these little things.
And I
So maybe that is what most of the men have to say when it comes to them having this discussion. They have to let the woman know. It's not like I want you to contribute 50-50. I'm going to take majority of it, but you can, chime in and add up when you can or where you can because
mhm.
it's a big issue. Yeah, it is. But you go on. Sorry to interject.
No, no, no. Like I said, this is y'all show. I'm just here to moderate the conversation, and if you have questions for me, I'm happy to answer them. Um, and I'm shooting off the cuff, so there may be times where I just seem like I'm babbling, but I promise you, I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get to the point. No, no, yeah, I mean, and the thing is, you do have those couples that sit down with each other and go, "Hey, I'm going to cover this, and I'll cover that." You have women in those situations that are happy to
Yeah.
to operate in that fashion, but then you also have those that just they want to have as little to do with the bills as possible. I don't I don't see anything wrong with that, especially if this is your wife. Come on, like I'm not gonna look at my wife and go,
Yeah.
so I need you to take care of the groceries. I need you to take care of the internet and the rent. You got to go half on the rent with me. Like I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna have my shit set up to where everything that the big shit is already gonna be knocked out. It's already gonna be paid for. You know what I'm saying?
It's just the little one.
I gotta have
Okay.
I gotta have somewhere to live. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not about to sit up here and rely on my wife. You know, like no, like I was paying rent or the mortgage, whatever, before she got here. Why the fuck?
Alone. Yeah.
Why would I stop doing that? Me personally, why would I stop doing that now that I've brought her into my world? That's just that again. That's just me.
Yeah.
That's what
You're
makes
right.
sense.
But
Uh,
Shiro,
Mm-hmm. Yep.
but Shiro,
Yeah.
have you not heard men sometimes go like they some men also go like they don't want women, their women contributing to any bill in the house because it takes away their masculinity, and some women become like they become masculine because they are taking on roles of men as in paying bills. And then I've heard men go like, because she started paying bills or we started going 50-50, she was like, you can't tell me what to do. I'm not supposed to follow your lead. Like, just leave me alone. I'm doing as much as you also do in the house. So you have no say when it comes to what I do, what I say, where I go. Have you not heard men also say that when they go 50-50, that is what happens? The woman doesn't go like, okay, that's my man. I have to listen to him. They always have that masculine energy because, to be honest, it kind of gives women masculine energy when they have to be, you know, acting like men, paying in a
Yeah.
relationship. It's woman nature. It happens. Yeah.
It does happen, and I've seen
See,
situations.
Nich.
I'm listening. I'm listening. I'm not saying nothing. I'm just listening.
Okay.
I believe you. I'm just here to. I'm. Y'all do y'all thing. Go ahead, Shiro. I'm sorry.
Yeah, like I've had a friend who's since she's earning and the dude is earning, like she cannot listen to the dude because man, what are you telling me? I'm also bringing bread to the table, so whatever you can do, I can do. So well, they listen to you at the end of the day. We're both doing the same thing. See?
Oh dear God.
Hey,
Hello.
Muse, are you
Can you guys hear me?
well, can you hear me?
Yes.
Me. Okay.
Hi.
All right.
Hi, Muse.
Hi.
I'm good. Damn, this network of Uganda sucked. Jeez, it took me nearly, I think 45 minutes.
I'm sorry. Can you say that again? You sound kind of muffled. Say that again.
It took me, I say, it took me nearly 45 minutes to get this thing fixed. Oh dear God.
You're fine.
Oh
If you
dear
need to
God.
take some, if you need to take some time to get your audio up, that's cool too. I don't know, ladies. Can y'all understand what Muse is saying? I can barely make it out, but okay.
Can you hear me now?
Okay.
Yep, that's perfect.
Ah, I was saying Uganda network sucks. It took me 45 minutes to get this thing fixed.
Hey, you got it though.
Jesus Christ. Hey.
You troubleshoot it. You expertly troubleshoot it the situation. So you're here now. That's all that matters. So I mean, you've been in.
Hi, Zero.
Go ahead.
I'm saying hi, Wanjiru. Hi, Queen Bee. Hi,
Hi.
Nick.
Cool. Hey, how you doing? So what do you have anything that you want to add to the discussion? I mean, because you've been tuning in since we started. So
Ha. What are we talking
this is
about? I think we're talking about something to do.
yeah, this is the ladies edition. So whatever it is you have on your heart in regards to us men, relationships, just anything all together. No judgment. You're not gonna get pushback from me. I'm here to just take it in. And hey, if y'all want to put me in a hot seat and ask me questions, go ahead.
Meanwhile, Nick, don't you think it came so hard at that little girl, the 20-something-year-old?
Wait, did I what?
She's
Did
talking
you
about
come out
the lady
so
was
hard at her
Did I
before
have
she
to go
left the
hard?
group chat?
Yeah, what about her?
No, didn't you come so hard at her?
I
Because
didn't. I
as
didn't.
soon as you came on, she left.
Oh no. You're talking about what? The Miss O chick?
no
I actually don't even remember.
Oh no,
Rema.
you're talking about what happened in the chat the other day. Listen, I
Yeah,
didn't.
yeah.
I had never had any type of interactions with that girl. The only thing that I said to her was welcome when she touched down in the group. That was it. Then I woke up at like 3 a.m. to my phone going off because Malcolm had like he had tagged me in something in regards to like Sheila. And I'm sitting here going through everything, and I'm like, what is going on right now? And then all of a sudden, I think her name was Rima. She was over here calling me boy, and then I had the other chick Tammy saying, "Oh, this is a group for white men and men all together, and y'all are misogynist." This is all types of shit. I was like, "Yo, I'm barely getting the sleep out of my eyes. I don't know what's going on. If you leave in the group, you can leave the group." I didn't cancel her. I told her if she wanted to leave, she can leave. Like she didn't have to announce for her departure, but she was throwing shade and she wanted to be seen, so that's how that went. I didn't disrespect. I didn't say nothing to any one of those chicks. They said what they had to say, and I said what I said, and then that was it.
Yeah.
Look, I'll say this before I let y'all do y'all thing. I am not out for blood at all. I do not wake up every day and just think, who can I piss off today? Like that's not my bag. I'm really like I shouldn't have to say it, but I mean, like I'm pretty laid back, man. I don't like the drama. I don't like to embellish and like I'll roast, I'll talk shit, I'll be petty, but that's all in the name of just good fun. Me just taking the piss out of the situation, whatever talking point we're on, or whomever I'm talking to at that moment in time. But never, not once, have y'all seen me come out and disrespect any of the women, whether it be an African American woman or an African woman? No, I haven't disrespected anybody in regards to the women. I can't say the same for the men. That's different. But when it comes to the ladies, I'm stern. I'm stern. I try not to. I try not to dance around in the gray area. You know what I'm saying? It's like you're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. So I'm still learning, though. I'm still a work in progress. I'm learning that you can't just approach things like that with the ladies all the time. There's got to be room for. There's got to be some wiggle room of understanding, and I understand that, and I'm like I said, I'm learning, but I'm not out here to wreak havoc on anybody or be this tyrannical dude. I don't know. I'm just real blunt. I'm blunt about it. I'd rather tell y'all anybody who I'm talking to, right, man or woman, I'd rather just give it to you raw, give it to you straight, and you take what you take and do what you will with that information. I mean, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not about to sit up here and I don't do that. Lying is too much work to lie. I'd rather just tell you the truth, and then you do what you will with that. So,
But I think it's still also it just comes around with maybe people misunderstanding jokes. Speech patterns tend to be different. Like you can send someone a text, or it can just be a joke, but the way how a person texts each way out of context actually matters too. So maybe she misunderstood, or she didn't understand the flow of the conversation because she had
right.
not been there for very long. She wasn't
That's
in there for long. I think she was there for like a day, and
That's what I was saying. You want it. You want it. That's exactly what I was saying. I mean, I think you were the only one that was like actually giving that input in the chat. Like we were joking. me and you were even talking about the white lady and the Nigerian dude on 90 Day Fiance. Like, I don't know how she missed all of that, but
Yeah.
she went right to it's. I don't know. I've since the PDS, I've been this guy, right, or painted as this guy that's just the fucking the.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Shiro?
The bad guy.
Right. And I don't know, like, what are y'all? What's y'all's take on that? Tell me how y'all really feel about me. What's your perception of me? And y'all can, whoever wants to go first, go ahead.
Well, first of all, Nick, you're not an approachable kind of person. That's just to be honest. Number two, you go from 0 to 100 real quick. I mean, who is going to approach you when you just come at people like that? I mean, you saw the way how you came at the what? That girl. Who the hell do you think is going to reach out to you again after that? Yeah.
Okay. Hey, I take it. I'll take that to the chest.
True.
Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing? Y'all hear me?
Hold on. Usual. What, Queen Bee? What was you gonna say?
When it comes to African women, we tend to be more emotional, like women on this side of the continent. We are very emotional and we take things to heart. Like when you say things, it really does get to us because we weren't raised in a very hard environment. Like um, I don't know how to say, it, but we are not hard people. We are hard, but we are still very feminine and soft. So hearing it come from you, and you are a very blunt, straightforward guy. You don't know how to sugarcoat. You don't have time to sugarcoat. We're all matured. We are all grown. So you might as well adult up and take whatever niche has to dish to you. But we are not used to it because we don't really get men talking to us like that, being very blunt and straightforward as you put your words. You don't sugarcoat your words. Your words are as real and as blunt as they come, very sharp words. And you even say it. You're no kid. I had to say what I say. You want to cry, cry about it. I'm just being real. That's me. I'm a realist guy. So maybe you can tone down a little because I don't know if it has to do with cultural clash because the Western women, as in the American women, they grew up with men or they grew up in that culture. People are very straightforward over there, so they are used to it. Because even in Africa, when it comes to marriage, I don't know if it's the same with Kenya or in Uganda, but I think it's pretty much the same. A man can divorce you just because you told him you're stupid. But in America, I think when couples are having disagreements, the woman can go like, "Oh, you're so stupid." They just take it and then they make up. But here, you will get divorced. Is that serious? Just that word, stupid. A woman telling the man, "I'm stupid." So some words we are not used to hearing as blunt and as straight as you put it. So that's why sometimes the women get all emotional. And you go like, oh, yeah, women for you, very emotional. They can't take it. They always have to use the cry card and all that. Victim card, I should put. But it's just how we are. So when
Oh,
you're not, when an African woman is not used to a man like you or a man who talks like you or used to the American culture and how you guys talk and the words you use, they're always going to take offense.
okay.
Always.
That's okay. I could take that.
Something that you tell an African American woman, she'll just blow off. An African woman would go like, he just insulted me. I can't believe he said that. So if you didn't
That
know, well, I'm putting you on.
okay. And
Because
listen,
I guess sometimes you get taken aback, like, but what did I say? I'm just talking. Yeah,
okay. Now, okay.
yeah, go on.
Let me ask you this:
Sorry.
with me being with my blunt force honesty, right? Do you see that as me also being disrespectful?
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. All right.
Do I see that as
Being honest, right? Being just completely straightforward. That's 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 disrespectful.
It's not disrespectful, but they get hurt because they don't understand where you're coming from. They don't understand. Like if they understand that Americans have a lingo they use normally and it's not really disrespectful. I know African Americans can even use cuss words at each other and it's just in a fun way. But do the
Mhm.
same thing to an African or an African woman. She's gonna take it the other way. So it's not that you're being disrespectful, that is just you, but they don't understand that this is how African American or people from the West, that is how they talk. It's just language.
Mm.
So
Okay.
that's how come they misinterpret what you say and then they see you as you're the bad guy or.
Okay.
So, but I know that is just you. You can't really do much about it. That's how you talk. So
Right. Right.
probably
Um,
people just have to come to a common ground and understand you, and you understand them too. Yeah. So I'm done.
oh, okay. Shiro, and then business. I'll go ahead and chime in. This is supposed to be a panel for the ladies, but I'm gonna let you make it.
Oh no, my bad. This is panel for the ladies. I'll go ahead and smooth walk up out of
Oh,
here
you
because
you yeah, you here now. You here now. So
you know.
because they
Now hold
might got
on
some
now. I don't want
they
no
might got
smoke.
some smoke for you too. They might got some
Oh
smoke for
well,
you too.
well, goddamn it, you are. Hey, but they say where smoke there is fire, and I love fire. So,
All right.
mm.
Wow. Okay. Shiro, go ahead.
Well, I really second Queen B on what she's saying. I think you're loud. Most of African women are not used to, our guys being loud the way you are. I
Damn, Impenzi, I'm loud.
You are loud.
All right, I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
In the whole group, I think you're the loudest. Even with
Okay.
your words are loud. So I think most of us African women, we're not used to that. So some words that you say, we feel offended.
Mm,
So yeah.
okay.
Ah, you mind if I join in real quick,
Yeah,
man?
Yeah,
join in real quick, man. Yeah,
I'm gonna bring Vicky up, but yeah. Shit. Somebody got some mean feedback. I'm gonna bring Vicky up, but go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, all right, bro. I'm gonna give you like a quick synopsis, right? So now you know how all right in the West, like you got to be honest, like compared to the rest of the world, the West is a very aggressive culture, bro. See, that's what we got to be honest with ourselves at, right? So that's part of one thing, right? And then secondly, different words in different places have different connotations, right? So like let's say Europeans, right? You been I don't know if you ever hung out with white people like in different countries or at least in the West. They'll say something gay like what did they say? What is it? So she was like, yeah, go suck a dick, dude. And you be sitting there like, if you tell like a black dude in America, hey, go suck a dick, we gonna look at you like something wrong with you. Like it's like it's that whole joke in itself. We be like, why we I bought all the words in the world to say, why that, right? Now
Mm-hmm.
in Europe in white culture, that's hilarious. That's the funniest joke they ever said. But black America, we looking at you like you gay. You know what I mean? I think it's kind of like, one of them kind of scenarios where necessarily I don't think it's what you say, it's the words you choose and the manner in which you link it together. You know what I mean? It's
Mm-hmm.
more like that.
Okay.
I guess that could be the difference between somebody in the West and in Africa, because Africans, I think for my speaking, they speak very quietly, depending on what country you talking to. So yeah.
Okay. All right. Um. Cool. I was listen. This is why I wanted to. This is why I wanted to have this panel in particular with the ladies to come up and voice their opinions, because it's like, feel free to hold me accountable. I mean, I don't have it all together. I don't have it all figured out, and I'm not going to sit up here and pretend like I do. You know what I'm saying? Um, clearly, folks feel away about your boy, but hey, I'm here to take that in stride, and all I can do is uh, try to be better. You know what I'm saying? Try to. I'm gonna take self inventory, sit back and think on it. What y'all have said, the ladies most notably, and just do the work to be better. It's It's hard, man. It's hard because, and I'll break it down like this. When it comes to trying to stay true to yourself without like conforming to what people would like for you to do, like not usual business may want me to be in this certain light. Shiro may want me to be in another light. Muse may want me to be this whole other person. And so it's just like, I want to take all of that stuff into account, but also I want to be able to still be true to self. I still want to be able to bask within my authentic self without losing myself, right? So that's why, like, for me, when I hear, like, in the chat, me and the guys, we were chopping it up about this the other day. I was telling them, like, I'm not gonna, water myself down or dilute in any sense of the word capacity, to appease anybody, to appease these women, to appease just anybody. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're adults, and you should be able to know left from right, up from down. You should be able to know, especially if somebody is telling you, like, hey, I didn't mean you no harm. I'm not over here trying to, like, get at you. This is just a joke. This is just jokes. And if you still want to continue to be outraged or a victim or whatever, I can't do nothing about that. That's a personal problem, all on you and you alone, But no, when it comes to just I guess my interactions with everybody in the group, yeah, I receive it. I hear it and I receive it. So
All right, you mind if I say something?
go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna say this much. I'm just gonna throw my name in the hat, right? It depends on who you talking to, right? Because different words, like I said, have different meanings depend on where you at, right? Like if you say I'm at the crib, right? If you say that in the South, now everybody know basically I'm at the crib mean I'm at the house, right? Now if you said you go to another area and you say I'm at the John or whatever, like that got a different connotation than it would, depends on what side of America that you on. If you're on the right side or the left side, depends, right? Same, I think it's the same thing that kind of applies. We should call it the clash of cultures, right? Because over here, necessarily, especially we talking in East Africa, like I noticed one thing, at least with the people that I've dealt with, respect is very, very, very key, right? And right, and let's say disrespect is taken to the highest level, right? So it's just like if you was to go to Japan, right, and you was to say something about certain topics, right, they would consider that a taboo topic, right? But if you say that in the West, that ain't no problem, right? In America, you can say damn near anything without, usually any kind of actions, right? But if you take that same mentality, let's say to China, vastly different place. You take it to India, vastly different place. You may even get your head chopped off. So it's kind of like the same way in a sense that when you go to a new area, you got to kind of navigate that new area, kind of like how I would do it, like the laws of the jungle, right? So when you get on when you start dealing with the jungle or the animals from said jungle, they have a way of moving than everybody else that would be for like, from the desert. So that's how I kind of just put it in my mind. At least when I'm dealing with different people come from the continent, if they ain't from the continent, from other countries, I always had that mindset in the back of my mind when I'm talking to people.
Okay. And you know what? Let me just say this real quick because I don't want to get off track. I don't want to get off track. I still want this panel. I mean, and you can stay if you want, usual, but at the same time, I want this panel to be for the ladies. I want them to come out and
I'm about to drop down now.
Got you. So, but to add on to what you were saying, I understand that. Like me, when I take leave and I end up in Nairobi come June, like right now I'm doing everything that I need to do as far as studying up on their culture, customs, traditions. Shiro's been helping me out tremendously. You know what I'm saying? Just us having our one-on-ones and her in a way preparing me for what's to come. I know Justin and Irene, they're out that way. So I'm doing my due diligence, all that to say, I'm doing my due diligence in trying to, learn the lay of the land, the laws of their land, if you will. So I'm not going to come out just swinging, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be reserved. gonna be observant and just take things in stride. But yeah, I hear what you're saying with that. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, so ladies, spotlight back on you. I'm trying to see what else that I could oh God. We got Vicky. Vicky, can you hear us?
Hi everyone.
How you doing?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. So, have
What's the
you
topic today?
right now the ladies are holding me accountable. Um so they've went round table style and they are, so the question was what's your perception of me, because apparently there's this, I don't know if it's a misconception or what, but there's this there's this there's this outlook that I'm this boisterous and villainous type dude or whatever. So what's your perceptions of me, and if there's anything that I need to do to be better, I'm here for it. Let me know what that is. Floor is yours.
All right.
And you can be honest. You're not hurting my feelings. Go ahead. Just be completely honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. On my side, at first I didn't understand you because somehow you're really can I speak this out?
Yeah.
Okay, at first like you are somehow arrogant. Yeah. Before when we were still in PDS group, at first I didn't understand you, but when I got time and learned all your ways, how you speak, I got used to you. So it's people just have to be used to you.
Mm,
That's all. Yeah.
mm. Okay. Do you feel as though I am a disrespectful guy?
You're just a direct person. You speak what's what's on your mind. You don't go behind, like you don't okay, you call a spade a spade.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, and so all right. Would you say that I'm and this question is for all of y'all, so feel free to ask. Would you say that I am a mean person?
Sometimes.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Sometimes, because you rarely text in the group, but when I see you texting in the group, definitely I get to know something has happened.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing. And I've
Nick,
said, go ahead, Muse.
I think it just stems from, because now imagine if like it's the differences in people's the way how people really are. Because imagine if everybody is as maybe arrogant as you, like when the whole world is Nick. You know how boring that world would be?
If everybody was
It would
like
be
me,
boring. Exactly, like the whole world. Oh, imagine if the whole world was like who in the group, like designer Sheila. You get it has to always be different. Like we are not the same, and that is what makes us similar because we share one thing, which is the difference from each other. So yeah, that is why we have these differences among people, because you can't be the same. You get it
yeah, I
is
got you.
just like your character, your personality. Yeah.
I got you. And hey, I wouldn't want a whole wide world of me running around. Hell, I get tired of me sometimes. So I listen. I completely I agree. I agree with what you're saying to a degree. Um, yeah, I just it goes back to what you were saying. It's the environment and how one comes up. Like I want to say, with all of you being from the continent, within the continent, y'all come from two-parent households, correct? Your mom and your dad is in y'all's lives, correct? So a lot
Right.
of
Okay,
us,
right.
and I think I had this discussion with the chat before in talking about how a lot of us out here, Black Americans specifically, we don't have those luxuries. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, so some of us we got to grow up faster than most. You know, and a typical 11-year-old in the hood out here in America is doing shit a 11-year-old shouldn't be doing because they're too busy trying to they're in survival mode. So they have to now start doing things, you know, that an adult would do. You know what I'm saying? Like it's and then when you just come up like that, you know, you kind of like raise yourself. You raise and rear yourself. And we see how I don't know if you guys have what you guys are seeing from our side or how things are working on our side. I don't know how much access you guys have in regards to what's going on out here with Black America and outside of entertainment and media. I'm talking about like what's actually going on. I don't know if you guys have access to that, but yeah, it's just with me. I had to grow up fast, and I had to make certain decisions that I had to make decisions that affected me in a way where it's either you do it or you don't. And if you hesitate in the slightest, you might end up getting fucked off. And so that's kind of like I don't know, the mantra that I've been rolling with ever since I was a kid. And I've had to fine tune it. I've had to fine tune it because this is a conversation that I've had with friends, shit, coworkers, damn near anybody that you can name. And at first I thought, it's not me, it's them. I'm not the problem. Y'all the problem. But of course, when you as you get older and you start to become more serious about yourself, you start to sit down. Well, I started to sit down and really take like self inventory. And everybody can't be wrong. If everybody is saying that this is how you are coming off, you got to sit down and do some type of like, I don't know. You got to check yourself. And so I've since done that. That's why now, with this panel, this discussion, it's no problem for me to sit down and actually hear y'all out, you know? So, okay, intervention with Nick is over. Uh, what is it? Okay, where are y'all at with men? What are y'all thoughts on men? Is it hard to date us? Are we a difficult species to be around? Are we like what's just where are y'all at with that? Because I
It
know y'all got.
depends.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
It depends. It depends on the kind of men. If it is in this umbrella of black men, because when you look at black men, you look at those that here at the continent, those in the Caribbean, those in America, and then those in Brazil, South America. We are looking at it in that concept of black, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, something of identity and culture comes in. You understand? Because now, when you look at us as Africans in the continent, we are the land of diversity. You get? So you find every person diverse in nature here on the continent, right? But the problem is with the way how it is like shown out there is they put it under a singular concept of either color, race, birth, or location. That's how you find the term it as being African. You get, but Africans are still diverse in a way. A South Sudanese is different from a person from South Africa. There are those distinguishing characteristics. Who is also different from a person from Somalia, who is different from someone who is from the United States, who is also different from somebody in Brazil. That's what I'm saying. Somehow, somewhere, we are not the same, but it also still makes us similar because we share one thing, which is the difference from each other, and that is what makes people uh, uh, different. So when a person generalizes and says, I can't date African Americans, they are so arrogant. They are so mean. They are so full of themselves. They think they're better than all the blacks. Because I mean, those are the stereotypical things they talk about, like those guys in the ghettos, those who grew up in the hood. They'd be like, "Oh, they're so dusty, they're so nasty. Oh my God, it's real stereotypical kind of American. I can't date such a man." You get? It's because they
Mm,
don't take time to study. You can't judge a person based on what that singular concept of who they are. You just have to individually study who a person really is, because at the end of the day, still we are all humans. It's just a few things that differentiate us. Like when you look at the things that have differentiated people like over the years, it's religion, politics, wealth, race, racial identities. Those are things that differentiate us as people. You get?
hmm.
But it still comes down to a person that you're dating. You get? Because I've seen that people who have made it dating African Americans and they're living happily. And then you're seeing still people who have dated Africans and they are living happily. It goes both ways. Yeah, so
Okay.
that is just that's what my take is on when it comes to men and the way how you view them when it comes to dating them.
Okay.
Okay.
Anybody else have anything to add to that? Do you think that men are? Do you think that we're all the same, whether on the continent or within the
On the
diaspora?
continent or within the diaspora?
No.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Are there? Okay. I'm trying to think of some questions here. Um, um, what? Okay. What's the ideal man? Maybe we can get the conversation back on track with this. What is your ideal man, and do you think that that ideal man is attainable? Go ahead, Shiro, because I know you want to say something. I mean, the floor is y'all, so whoever wants to answer and kick it off, I'm just here to listen. And feel free if y'all want to air out your grievances about men, like why are we this way? Why are we? Go let loose, do y'all thing. I'm here to listen. I'm here to learn. I know y'all got a laundry list of shit about men that y'all do not like. I
I
know y'all.
I wish designer was around
Oh
because he
my.
has a lot to speak about this.
Yeah, I know. I wish she was up here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, do y'all have anything that you want to throw in on that?
I want to listen to Queen B first.
Oh,
I'm throwing the baton to Shiro.
I just drew it to you and then you bring it back.
Passing it. Okay, Muse. Well, the ideal man, really, does the ideal man really exist, or the ideal woman? I don't think the ideal man or woman really exists, because it's hard for you to find someone that you want, like who has all the attributes and characteristics that
You're
you want in
right.
a man or a woman. So the ideal, no. But I think you can make some sacrifices and go like, well, she has this and this and this. When it comes to this, she doesn't really check, but all these attributes are something I can live with. So let me just, let me give it a shot. So I wouldn't say there's an ideal man or woman out there. So when it comes to me, I though I might have my ideal man, I know it's very unrealistic because you can't get everything you want in a woman or in a man.
Mhm.
Everybody has to make sacrifices when it comes to this is my ideal man or this is not my ideal woman. So ideal, let me just say the basics. A man that is a leader, a man that knows what the three P's stands for and stands for the three P's, because every woman wants a man that she can go to. She wants that strong tower, and I don't mean literally tall guy, but that strong figure in a man she can go like, that's my man. When she has issues, she can go to. So just the basics that all women normally talk about. He has to be this, that, that. When it comes to height, I know height is a big thing, is a big
And
issue.
wait, and
Um,
wait.
and
These
weight,
people.
and weight, weight,
Could you date
weight
a
on
short
the side
man?
of the women and height on the no.
Could you date a short man?
For me, I'm 5'8", so I don't I don't really when it comes. Okay, let me put it this way. No, the reason why women, because I'm part, the reason why women normally say I want a tall guy is because
Hmm.
of our kids. It normally has to do with kids because we want to
Mm.
have tall kids. That's why majority of women go like, I like tall guys. Majority, if all women are going to be honest, is one, yes, we like tall because, you kind of feel like, yeah, that's my man over there, towering over everyone else. And I'm there. You feel secure, a sense of security, you're
Okay.
safe. But normally it has to do with the kids. If they, she's hoping to get married or have kids with them. But for me, being 5'8", I'm not too tall, I'm not too short, but no one really described me as the short girl, you know. I'm an average for a woman. So even if I get with a short man, I know my kids can be like me or a little bit taller, which is okay because I'm 5'8". So if my kid is 5'10" or 5'8" like me or 9, it's okay. So I don't have a problem with height per se. So I
Okay.
would, yes, I would date. I can date a man who is shorter than me. I can.
Okay. All right, Shiro. She didn't. She said what she had to say. It's your turn.
Oh, please. Sorry to interject. Let me just add this. And when it comes to the weight, um, I know most men have a cutoff point, like she's fat, so I don't like her. She's fat. How can you be
You're
fat
right.
and you want this type of man? You have to be this way. You have to be that way. I really think sometimes men are a bit unfair when it comes to that because I'm like, if you want a woman that is slim, genetically there are women who come from big boned families. All the women are thick, very thick, and they can't necessarily control it. Because I've seen people who have tried everything under the sun to lose weight, and they end up getting a bypass because dieting didn't work. Working out as hard as they could still didn't work, especially women, because we gain weight faster than men, right?
Mm.
So when if you really want a woman that can keep her shape, maybe you should go for the slim one. One oh she's slim, so this is how I want it. But when men go for women that are big, and you don't like big women, so don't even go in for that big woman and put the stress on her to lose that weight, because that is how you met her in the
That's
first
fair.
place.
That's fair.
Yeah. So just go in for what you want. Because when you go for a slimmer girl and then she gains weight, probably when I met her, she wasn't big. So due to some factors, maybe a baby, that's why she became big or she became big. But when you go for big and then you go like lose it, it's a good thing because being fat is not, I mean, health wise, it's not really good.
I was
It's good
about to
to help
say,
us
yeah.
even. Exactly. It's good too. But then they go like, you knew I was fat before you came in for me. If you like the slim ones, there are lots of slim girls around. Why didn't you go for them?
Right.
You know?
That makes
Yeah.
sense. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Makes it. So Miss Shiro, over to you.
Well, I think, well, it's true. There's no ideal man out there. All depends with their personal traits, their sense of humor, and you know, just the normal practical skills of life.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Practical skills in life, as in like knowing how to change a tire, knowing how to just do, I guess, what is regarded as manly things. Is that what you
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
definitely. Why would a woman be changing her tire in the first place?
Exactly.
Hey,
Well, it's called basic survival.
right, right. Right. And like I was saying earlier, if a man doesn't know how to survive on his own, then I just don't understand how he's going to be able to, like, that goes into the protection part of the 3 Ps, which, by the way, what's the third P? I know provide, protect. What's the other one?
Problem solving.
Oh, okay. Okay. Problem solved. Right.
I was going to say pussy.
Okay. Muse, you was going to say something? I thought she had something to say. Okay. Vicky, what's I'm so interested to hear your take on this. What is your ideal man, and do you think that that man is attainable? Vicky, are you there?
Wait, yeah, I'm here.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, I'll just add on Queen Bee's. It's like that is not a German, by the way. She's right. She's really right. You just have to cope up with what is going on in like if at all you have
Oh, I thought there was something. I thought she was about to hit us with something else. Okay. Here's a question. And I was thinking about this earlier today. I want to know how women, what is the process? What is the process so what is the vetting process when it comes to you ladies? Like when y'all are out here dating, right? And you're in front of this guy, what does the vetting process look
my
like?
network. Sorry guys.
Oh,
My network is really disturbing me this side. It's kind of raining.
it's all good. What were you can go ahead and finish what you were saying before.
All right. Okay, let me give this scenario. When I first entered PDS, you were the first person. When I came in and gave an introduction, you are the first person to come up like, "What's your age?" I was like, I'm 23." You're like, "Oh, you're young for me."
Yeah.
You're like, "Yeah, no, you're young for me." You enjoy with the rest. You're too young for me. I was like, really? These people have to like to get someone. You have to be like older. And there is another scenario that happened to me. A guy came into my inbox and he was like, "What's your age? What's your height? What's your weight?" I was like, "Are you looking for someone with all those?"
I think so just real quick, let me interject real quick. When it comes to like age out here, you know, because I know from what I'm being told, you know, it's safe to say we've all been like connected and, you know, communicating with each other for like the past 3 months. So I've learned a lot in that time, right?
I was really surprised. You're like, "You're too young." I was like, "Oh my god."
Because the thing here in America, age is like, if there's too much of an age gap, that's actually frowned upon out here. Because and the reason why though, right? All jokes aside, the reason why is because you have a lot of disgusting ass dudes out here that groom these girls. They're out here grooming these little girls. You know what I'm saying?
But really, here in Africa, people are different.
Right. And again,
people are really different. You can find a child over like 16, but she's really intelligent and good.
Yeah, but just because she's really intelligent and, you know, sound in the mind, I still wouldn't. Me being I'm not gonna go and pursue a 16-year-old child. Like that's weird.
No, like I was just giving an example.
Oh, okay. Well, even let's go back to the answer. Like me, I'm 37, right? So I'm like 2 years. In 2 years, I'm 40. So like trying to date someone who's 22, 23 years old, to me is just I don't know. Look, there's some outliers, okay? There's probably a 23-year-old woman out there that's just on point, you know? And it usually comes down, for me, to where she's at in the mind. Is she mature up here? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you're of age, you're an adult, but I mean, I remember when I was 23 years old, I was on some dumb shit all the time. I wasn't making the best decisions. I was just doing a lot of like, I mean, a lot of us at that age, you know, out here anyways, I don't know how y'all get down in Africa, but a lot of us, that's college. Those are your college years. Your 20s are your years to fuck up. As you near the end of your 20s, like 26, 27, you got to start tightening up because now 30 is almost at your door. And then when you turn 30, you got to start flipping the script because now people are not going to, or society anyways, they're not going to give you that much of a pass as if they, you know, would when you're in your 20s. Because usually the old heads will go, oh, he's 20 something years old. He don't know no better. He's still just a kid. He's still trying to get his, you know, bearings on and as far as he's still trying to get a grasp at life. He's fresh out into adulthood. He don't know nothing about nothing. But when you hit 30, it's like, all right, nigga, like get it together. You're 30 years old and you still out here on some dumb shit. Like, stop. Cut it the fuck out. So it really just comes down to like the mindset, and we gotta have that grounds of we gotta have something in common. Like I could be talking about something that you're just like, I don't know what the hell you talking about. I wasn't outside when he was outside. Shit, I was still in elementary school. So
Nick,
that's what.
Nick,
go ahead.
I'm having a question for you.
Go ahead.
Apparently, you're dating an African woman, right?
We're talking. Yes.
Yeah. How is she so far?
Great.
How are African women so far?
Great.
According to whom you're
dating. She's great because, well, I mean, she's close in age. I'm gonna put her age out there, but she's, you know, she's like within my age range. She's not 22, 23 years old. I'll tell you that right now. No,
people
but
are different. People are different.
You're right, and like I was saying, there are outliers. You could be, like I said, you could be like on point where, depending on how the conversation, how you're coming with conversation and how you're carrying yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like you might, if I'll put it to you like this: like a couple months ago, I met a chick who I thought was like 20. I thought she was like in her like late 20s. You know what I'm saying? Because of just where she was. Where her head was, you know what I'm saying? She had a good head on her shoulders. The way that she was communicating, you know, she was just, I wouldn't have never guessed that she was like 21. but it turned out that she was like.
You have a problem with age.
I don't have a problem with age. I just, it's more so a preference. It's more so a preference. Okay, it's more so a preference. Like if an old ass nigga came and approached you, would you date him? Like a let's say like a 50-year-old dude, 55. Would you date him?
Sorry?
Would you date? Would you would you date a dude who is significantly older than you? Someone old enough to be like your.
That's a tough question.
Someone to
you
be.
Know,
what'd you say?
If I find peace in that person, why shouldn't I?
Okay, hey, and
you just have to find peace.
Okay.
As long as that person gives you peace, cares for you, what else?
Okay. Hey, no, that hey, and that's your truth.
That's your truth.
And that's what. Muse, can we mute your mic real quick? Because we're getting some feedback. Okay, and then after I'm done, you go ahead and say whatever it is you have to say. No, but that's just really what it is. Like age out here in America, it does play a part. Like the age gap dating thing, it's a thing out here. Now, as I understand it, in Africa, not so much. And y'all, because I know y'all are from different parts of the continent: Kenya, Uganda, Ghana.
You said in America.
Yeah, out here in America. Yeah.
I think to you, Black Americans, but to the whites, they come this side and date young children. But I think to you, Black Americans, not the whites.
I don't know. White folk be doing all types of unscrupulous and crazy things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Nah, those guys come here to get girls because they can't get their own women there. You know, they be so ugly, trashy, so they can't be able to get the kind of girls they want. So they know that white privilege will work for them when they come to the continent. That's why you find they go for, you know, a very hot
Uh-oh.
African girl with an old guy. Yeah, yes. Yes, and you look at like these old men, these old white men that date these girls. When you look at them, you find the chick
Mm,
is very hot and the guy is,
yeah.
oh dear Lord. But it's not
Uh,
that, yeah, it's facts.
Muse is preaching right now. she coming with the word right now. Queen B, you want to say something?
Yeah. Um, could it could it also be that the reason why most older men don't prefer younger women is because during the course or 10 years or 15 years down the line, after they've had kids, that if they get to that point, she probably goes like, "You've robbed me of my youth. I should have been out there having fun." Because honestly, most young women now, they like to have fun, like live life until it's time for them to slow down. So could it be that when you go for such women who are much younger, you think that somewhere along the line, after the kid, she's going to start blaming you for letting her settle down much earlier than she probably should have? And that's why you go like, she's too young. She needs to live her life, make her mistakes, and learn from it and grow up. Is that the reason? Or could that be one of the reasons?
Yeah,
Because
yes,
I know
yes.
Real Housewives
For
of
me.
Potomac, you know, what's his name? Taunton. Yeah.
Oh, I already know what you're
He
talking
got
about.
married
I
to a
already know.
much younger woman.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, much younger. And now, the age difference, she's still pretty young, but he's much older now. And probably he's having problems,
Hmm.
functioning or satisfying her. So he had to, because she's still young. She has a high sex drive. And so he's like, let me give you that pass, but don't let it be known, be discreet. But it's all out there. So is that something that you men also, think about or put
Well,
into consideration?
I can't speak for all men, obviously, right? But for me, yes, that is a factor because I see how, shit, man, I see how these women are out here. You know, I ain't gonna, they in these streets, and hey, as they should, they living their life, they doing their thing. They're not ready to settle down. They want to enjoy their youth. They want to get out here and do what women are known to do when they're in their youth, hot girl summer and all that shit. So I don't have no, I have no, excuse me, I have no qualms about that. I have no issue with that because I understand that's what it is. So that's why I say, like, me personally, I would rather a woman who's already been there and done that, and she's at a point where she's ready to just like settle down. She's ready to build out her familial structure with her dude. You know what I'm saying? And you're not going to get that type of commitment. I don't think that you're going to be getting that type of commitment from these a lot of women that are in their early 20s. You know what I'm saying? So like me, like dating now, I'm 37, so now I gotta like move. You used to be 25, now it's got to be like, I don't know, maybe still 25 and up. But as I get older, I gotta move that age range up, on her end. So like, what if I'm out here still dating at 40, which I hope I'm not, but if I'm still out here dating at 40, then she would have to be like 28, 29, touching 30. I couldn't be 40 years old trying to date somebody, early 20s. Like, I'd feel like I'm babysitting someone. I don't want to. I don't. I
Still offended.
don't. Please don't be offended. Please don't be offended. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm
But
just.
still, you don't have to
I.
date someone in your age bracket.
I no.
If I'm in 20s, you have to get someone in 30s at least.
I mean, there's all types of layers to the proverbial onion with this, because if you're a dude that you're let's say you're 40 years old and you're out here dating, and you're trying to come across that woman that meets most of your list of whatever your list of criteria is, right? What the hell, Muse? You are added. You're on the panel. I'm sorry, I'm over here paying attention to the back chat. You have those dudes out there that, because I couldn't be 40 years old and trying to, date a 40-year-old woman knowing that I want kids. Because, there's that whole, what is it called? I forget what, it's a type of pregnancy that, women got to be mindful of when they hit a certain age. You know what I'm saying? I think it's gyro something pregnancy. I don't know. I'm probably fucking the whole term up, but there's a certain like age limit. Once a woman hits a certain age, I mean, from what I'm told per doctors and things of the people of the like, it can be like a dangerous situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then there's women that just can't have kids after a certain age. So now you have to like go and now you have to go and see what's popping with women that are in their early to mid 20s, things of that nature. And I don't know. It's just, there's a lot that goes into that. I just want a woman. I would like to have a woman who's competent, who's mature, who knows how to have fun, and just, let's do some extravagant shit with building out our family, our foundation, and then just be at peace. I don't ask for much at all. So with age, I pay attention to where she's at in her mind, right? Is she mature? Is she goofy? Is she childlike? Like I don't want to deal with that. That's all. So, but I will say this: I agree with you on this one, Vicky. Someone who brings you peace. That's really what If that person's bringing you peace and doing right by you, then hey, age. I guess it shouldn't matter.
Still, I can't date someone of 50. Still, I can't date someone of 50.
I guess it shouldn't matter. I mean, you're an adult. You know what you're out here doing. You know what you want.
Yeah.
So if a dude who's 65 years old that wants to date you,
I'm 60, I can't. Please.
if the 65-year-old man is,
No.
if he's listen, if that man is bringing you peace and he's also satisfying you, hey, go ahead and be in bliss. Be happy with that senior citizen. Do your thing. You might have to go and pick up his prescriptions from time to time. You might have to hit the pharmacy and get some pills for him and whatnot. But okay. So I had a question though, and it was the vetting process. I want to know how y'all are out there, vetting these dudes when you're out here on the dating scene. How are you? What are you guys doing to? How are you guys coming to the conclusion of this is the guy that I'm gonna go ahead and give chance? I'm a date him versus the guy that you just know you're absolutely not fucking with at all. What does the vetting process look like from the woman's point of view?
I think for me, his physical attributes first. I mean, first sight matters a lot, So, the physical attributes.
Okay.
Then again, once we start talking, I think your sense of humor comes in. How your intelligence is. Your. I'm looking for the words. I don't know, something like your confidence, your generosity, your kindness, dependability, such things.
Mm-hmm. So when you're out here dating these men, you're looking for, okay, first he needs to be attractive, obviously.
Definitely.
y'all don't want to be out in public with an ugly motherfucker. Okay, I got you. So all right. So he needs to be attractive. He needs to be have a sense of humor. What else did you say he needed to have?
A sense of style also.
Okay, the sense of style. He got to
Yeah.
know how to dress, be presentable. Okay, all right. So that's it. That's all a man needs to come with to land you. He has to have a sense of style, know how to dress, be funny, and be attractive.
But
That's it.
that's the first thing I look. What I have the first time I'm meeting you, I think those are the first things I'll have to look at. So once we start talking, then it goes deeper.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you care to go deeper? What does that look like? Listen, I'm here to learn. I'm here to learn. Y'all teaching me. Because here's the thing. I find a lot of course, not all women. Shouldn't even have to say that, but let me just preface it with saying not all women. But I'm finding more often than not, you have these women out here that get into these situations with dudes that they know they ain't got no business being with. And I think that's heavily attributed to the fact that she didn't vet that man properly. She went for the surface level things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's cute, or he got money. And you know, again, being financially stable is it is a must. We gotta be able to fucking survive. We gotta be able to live. Gotta be able to produce. You know what I'm saying? You can't do that without funds. But then there's good money, and then there's there's bad money. And I don't think women out here even knowing the difference between the two. They just see that he got it, so shit, it's a beautiful thing. No, but I just think a lot of women pay attention to a good amount of women pay attention to a lot of superficial things rather than the things that matter, right? Like that man's character. Where is his moral compass? If he has kids, is he taking care of those kids? If he doesn't have kids, does he want kids? Is fatherhood even in the future for him? How does he treat his mother, his sisters, his homegirls? Because that's going to be that could play a part in how he would treat you. You know what I'm saying? Does he respect? Like I just don't think that. I don't think women really like go into situations like that asking those questions. You know, asking themselves those questions, or even asking him those questions. And so then they end up with a certain archetype of man that's everything but healthy for them.
Personally, for me, I do ask those kind of questions. Like, I want to know what, like, made your last relationship break out. Like, what did you do?
That's a good question.
You know,
mm-hmm.
Did you try to amend things before you call it quits? You know.
Mm-hmm.
So okay. I could pretty much ask those questions. Like, how's your relationship with your friends, your mom, your sister, your brother? I pretty much ask those.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Same thing. Like when I get into a relationship, I tend to ask like a lot of things. I can ask you maybe anyway, depending on the person that I'd be dating. Like, how do you deal with family? You know, if I talk about things like religion, sexual expectations, your partner expectations, the parenting styles, a lot of things.
Oh,
you just
yeah,
can't get into a relationship. Like careers, education, political views, your dream house, if you have a bucket list, mental health history. How is your health? Like, your parents, did they have maybe, God forbid, like diabetes, cancer, that kind of stuff? And also like your expectations.
Muse is getting to it. Okay. That's important. That's important stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
Just thinking about it.
Okay. Any? Go ahead, Queen B. I think you want to say something, and then Victoria, you can go next.
Yeah. It's one thing to ask these questions, and then it's another thing being lied to, because people lie. So
That's
they
true.
can easily sell you a dream and tell you what you want to hear. So, though it's important to ask certain questions, I'm not really going to run with what you tell me. I rather observe. I don't ask much, but I observe. If you're caring, I would know. If you're the
Mm,
type that is going to be there for me, I would know as we get along. Like, I'm not feeling well. Are you the type of guy that's checking up on me from time to time, telling me, have you taken your medication? Then I know this is a guy who is going to help take care of me when I'm down, you know. But just asking him, are you the type of guy who cares when his girl is down? He's going to sell you that dream. And it's the same with women too. You ask her what she is or the type of woman she is. Obviously, if I'm a bad woman, I'm not going to tell you I'm a bad woman. I'm going to sell you that perfect dream. So it's better to just observe how they are coming because it's easy to talk. Talk is cheap, as they put it.
mm.
So you don't really have to dwell on what people tell you, but watch their actions because action speaks louder than words. Yeah,
All right, all right. I'm fucking with that.
yeah.
Hmm.
So I'm done. Yeah.
Okay. Vicky, anything to add to that?
Miss Victoria.
Nah, I have no comment because right now I'm already dating. I'm already seeing someone.
Okay. How are you?
Yeah.
Okay, let's. We don't have to name names, but how are you? How have you? How do I say this? How do I? I'm trying to frame this question right. Um, what are you? Have you been studying this individual in such a way to where you're like, all right, here are the red flags, here are the green flags. This is what I'm going to tolerate. This is what I'm not going to tolerate. Like, what is it about this man that's got you? Okay, this is what I'm getting to. What is it about this man that you're dating right now that has you um, um, in
Oh,
play?
okay. Okay, he's really a good person.
Okay.
So far, I have no red flags, I think.
Okay.
I have no red flags. He's a good person. He's a caring person.
Okay.
What makes me happy because he even wants to know my culture.
Hmm. That's huge.
He has
That's
taken
important.
time to know my culture and also the language that I use. So things are going on pretty well.
Okay. All
Yeah.
right. Cool. Yeah, I just I, I I I wanted to ask that question because I've always wondered, like, again, what a woman's vetting process looks like when she's out here on the scene, dealing with men and dating. And I don't know. It sucks because you see a lot of these situations where the woman gets into a relationship with a dude and then she comes out just traumatized, traumatized and messed up, and it makes me wonder, like, what was it about that dude, you know what I'm saying, that got her to gravitate towards him? And I think it goes to what you were saying, Queen Bee. You got folks that put on that mask. You know what I'm saying? They put on a mask and they show you their representative versus whom they actually are. It isn't until you're already in this relationship that you're now learning the violent undercurrent of who this guy really is. And that shit, that's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. I'm a big fan of, when I see one red flag, that's it. I'm out. So nah, for real. I think women should really start like doing that. I'm not even, and this
Hang
ain't
on,
only
Nick.
only
Nick,
only one red flag.
one red
Really,
flag.
Nick
One
said
red
like
flag.
somebody,
Nick.
Nick, somebody just crosses you once and that's it. That's what you're saying.
Say that again.
Yeah,
When someone crosses
Nick is
you,
like,
when someone crosses you
yeah.
once, that's it.
I mean,
Yes,
that's all it should take. It
only
should.
one time.
Why
Nick,
would y'all?
get serious.
Why would y'all let somebody to continue to cross you? Why would you? Why would you want
Get
that to happen?
serious.
I am being serious.
It's you to put her in the right path that you need her to be.
Me put her in
If
the
at all
right
you don't
place.
like something, like yeah, if at all you don't like something she does, tell her she will change.
Is it really that simple though? I don't know. You got no. We're not gonna sit up here and act like we got women that are just listening to men. Hey, babe, I don't like what the fuck you doing right now. Tighten up. She's not just gonna go, oh, well,
Not in that
okay.
way.
She's not gonna do that. Okay. Let me not do it the Nick way, babe. I'm taking issue with how you're, conveying this information or what you're doing. It's not really conducive to the relationship, and it's affecting me in a way where, if you can we just not? They're not. I don't know. I just think you can. It doesn't matter how you swing the bat. You're gonna have some women out there. You
Nick,
just
communication matters.
you have combative women out there, right? You can be nice about it. You can go my way and be super blunt and direct about it. You're going to get some pushback. I firmly believe you're going to get some pushback because you have some women out there that think that they can just do no wrong. You do have women out there that think that they can't be corrected. I'm being for real. You got
only one red flag.
But that is where, Nick, that is why you have to talk to her about it. And at least, let's say that's strike one. And if she still
That's why even
continues with that, yeah, if she still continues with the thing that you already discussed with her, then
yeah.
okay, I already spoke to her about it because we're all trying to get to know each other. We
You
never knew each other beforehand. So there are things she might be doing or saying that, like I already told you earlier on, when it comes to the cultural clash, when it comes to the way you talk and some Americans talk and how we talk and how our men relate to us. You don't know how she is, and she doesn't also know how you are. So you have to tell her that you said this or you did this. I don't really rock with that. So if you can do it this way, because we are all trying to learn, and you have to make it known that if I say something that you don't like, please draw my attention. And if you also say something I don't like, I would draw your attention to it so we can make this work because it might be something she's always been doing and nobody has ever called her attention to it, like this is not really cool. But the moment you tell her, she's probably gonna sit back and reflect and go like, okay, he's right. And the right woman who is right for you and wants things to work will try to make a change, believe me.
Okay. Well, okay. I receive that. I take that and I receive it. I'm just saying there are women out there that don't take that approach. They'll come at you and say you're mansplaining things to me, or you're being toxic because you're being mean to me, or else like I'm not being mean. I'm just telling you, hey, there's an issue here that you got to correct. I'd like for you to correct it so that we can move on. And to your point, 9 times out of 10 with me, let me be like crystal clear. 9 times out of 10, when I'm talking about like when I see a red flag and it doesn't sit right with me and I'm ready to pack my shit and go, more than likely, we didn't already had that discussion. We've had that sit down. Like the thing that I was just acting out. Like, babe, let me talk to you real quick. There's just some things that I don't, you're doing. There's something that you said and it just doesn't sit right with my spirit. And I would like for you to correct that. Now you do have the. Go ahead.
Like you know very well that nobody is perfect.
No, nobody's perfect at all. Not at all. But at
You
the
just
same.
have to communicate. Communication is a key.
Right. What I'm saying though is you can communicate this issue, and if it becomes like Queen Bee was just saying, if you're communicating an issue and the issue is still there, then it's just like, what are we doing? Because I don't want to be wasting my time. Like I said, I'm not here to babysit, and I'm not about to sit up here and go back and forth. I don't like arguing with anybody, but I'm for damn sure I'm not arguing with no woman. I'm just not doing that. Now, men, that's different. There's a certain energy that I have to meet men with. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a respect thing. So I'll go back and forth with a dude because it's just different. But with a woman, I'm not doing that, especially my woman. You know what I'm saying? So it's like if she's not getting it, and 9 times out of 10, this is a woman who's like probably in my face about what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing everything wrong, and I need to hurry up and fix it, or else. But then when I say, hey, there's just this one thing, babe, that I need you to, tighten up on. And then she just explodes in my face like I just cussed her out or, did something so wrong that it's just like, I don't know, man. I just don't have the bandwidth to deal with shit like that. So if I see a red flag, more than likely it's a red flag that is concerning. It's not like, it's not. It won't be anything like minute. It won't be anything like something that's easily fixable, something that we can sit down and discuss. But if it's like, we out at an event and you over here in this other dude's face being hella disrespectful, and Shiro, we had this conversation yesterday, right? What'd I say? What did I say? I said to her, you guys, I set up a situation, right? Because we were talking about cheating. I don't deal with cheating at all. I've never cheated. So I'm going to hold you to that standard as well. You know what I'm saying? Have I been in positions to cheat before? Of course. Did I do it? Nope. Because it's all about self-control. It was hard. I ain't gonna sit up here and lie to y'all. It was hard not to engage, but the point is I didn't do it, right? So I feel as though if I'm giving you and doing you that, if I'm giving you that respect and taking our relationship, that's serious to such a level to where I can exercise restraint and withdraw from a situation that I shouldn't even be engulfed in anyways, I'm going to expect for her to do the same thing. So the situation that I presented to Shiro, I had said something to the effect of like, if you're at the store or whatever, and then I just end up at the same grocery store for whatever reason. It happens, you know what I'm saying? And I'm walking and I spot you and you're having like this inappropriate connection with a dude. Say you're just hugged up on him. You grabbing your cheeks and all of that. Y'all acting like y'all a couple. If I see that, I'm not gonna make a scene. I'm not gonna go up to her and cuss her out. I'm not even gonna go up to the dude and attempt to, fight or anything like that. I'm gonna just clock that shit, turn around, walk out. She comes home. We're not even having a discussion. I need you to pack your shit and I need you to get out of my house. That's just how that's gonna go. Because that's a red flag, right? I think we can all agree. Like, that's a red flag of all red flags. Cheating, nobody wants to be involved in that. Nobody wants to be disrespected in that way, right? So if I see if I come across or if something happens to where like cheating is in the air, then there's nothing to discuss. That's a red flag where I'm just like, I'm out. Or, well, you're out. I'm not leaving my house. You getting out of my house. Shiro, what are your thoughts on that?
Well, I don't
What happened?
What I meant to say is that
Oh, Muse, you got to mute your mic because we're getting feedback. Okay, and Muse, you can go next after Shiro. Go ahead, Shiro.
I don't support cheating, which to however you react, it's okay. But I know you trying to listen to my end of story, it will just be going to deaf ears. But then I don't know.
Okay, so there's red flags where obviously, okay, you can give a pass. But then there are red flags where I just feel as though it should be a one and done. Like, there's nothing to talk about. I'm out. That's all with that scenario that I put out. That's all that I was trying to like convey and add in context with what I was saying in regards to said red flags. Yes, there's red flags that are excusable, right? You still should keep.
I don't know how intimate you will put the picture, but then again, what if this guy is just some friend who might just been long since I saw them, and I just hugged. So he just met us in that, that moment where I'm just hugging him.
Okay, Shiro. Okay, there's hugging, and then there's like caressing, and
Well, but then I
in a
don't
way
think
where it's inappropriate.
I don't think I'll be out there caressing somebody in public.
Well, not you. I'm just saying in general, a situation in general where that could happen. That's all I'm saying. I get where you're coming from. Like if it's an old friend and you guys, do that hug, whatever, where you're creating that little space in between you guys. Okay, cool. I know. All right. All right. That's somebody. That might be an old classmate or something. Who knows? But if it's like y'all on each other as if y'all are an item, yeah, I'm gonna just go home and pack your things and.
I think for me, I'd like
I'm
to
playing.
know prior for you to do that. I'll just not just come home and tell you know what, just pack your shit and leave. Like I want to know why did you do that? Like why would you do?
Yeah, you have to talk about it before doing that.
Yeah, but just tell me just pack and leave.
I have to be with her.
Wait. So what I'm hearing is y'all see y'all dude hugged up inappropriately, not a friendly hug, not a colleague hug, like, hey, that staff meeting was awesome, great idea, we about to get some, not that. I'm talking about just it's inappropriate. Like it doesn't sit right with your spirits. You see that, the man comes home, you're not like, you want to sit down and have a discussion about that. Y'all better than me. You got to get out of my house.
Well, well, I know, I know men are territorial, so it will be a problem if their woman is being hacked on in that manner. Men are very territorial, so
Mm-hmm.
I know it would be a problem for a man standing back and watching his wife or girlfriend being hacked like that. They wouldn't
And let
like
me
it. They would not.
and let me also be clear. I'm talking about like this is either a long-term girlfriend, a fiance, or like your wife. I'm not talking about somebody that you're just now like getting to know on the dating scene. Like that's totally different. I'm talking about like this is somebody that I've been with long-term, someone that I'm about to marry, or someone that I am married to. So yeah.
Well,
Y'all are
there's hugging and then there's hugging. So I mean, there's that quick friendly hug. I don't think that should be much of a problem. But when he's holding on too tight or she's holding on too tight or too long, then it becomes kind of awkward.
that's all I'm saying, QB. That's all I'm saying. Because now I'm be in my head like, oh wow, they're fucking. They got to be doing something. Because why are they holding each other that long?
But I think it also depends on the person.
I'm
So,
not
like,
gonna
imagine,
beat you.
look at go on, Queen B.
Queen B, it's on you. You were saying something?
His network isn't good.
No. Who? Okay. Let's do this. Muse, what were you gonna say? Victoria, I'm gonna mute your mic because you got some background. There you go.
I wouldn't also want to stand back and watch my man hugging another woman like that. I wouldn't like. I
Okay. And that's
I guess what I wouldn't want to be done to me, I wouldn't necessarily do it to my man because I just
there
have
you
to put
go.
myself in his shoes to know how it's going to feel like. Me watching and standing, I wouldn't like another woman touching my man in my presence. A quick hug, okay, but not too touchy touchy like that.
Are y'all the type? Are y'all the type to want to go through your man's phone?
Seriously.
Oh, we got some. We got some.
You go there and get a heart attack.
No, I wouldn't. Me personally, no, I'm good. I don't want a heart attack. Like, keep your
Okay.
phone.
Heart attack. With a serious heart attack, you can get in from there. Jeez.
Shiro,
Shiro, would you?
you look like the type.
I do.
Why? Oh, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, you over here, just dead giveaway. Body
Hey,
language is
by the way,
everything.
I wanted to find out, Wanjiru, your name is Shiro, because I've been hearing Nick pronouncing it as Shiro. It's kind of similar to my surname, Achiro. So each time I heard him saying it, I thought he was actually referring to. I didn't know your name is Shiro.
Yeah, my name is Shiro, short form of Shiro.
Chiro.
No, CSHIRO.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
For the record, I'm the type where I'll just give you my phone. Go ahead and figure it out.
I can't even do that.
I don't know. I
You
always
know, I can be like that.
Nah, Vicky, you're lying. You
Seriously,
shouldn't even just like
I've dated
when
so
you go to
far.
you can go to a man's house and just even spending a night there, you start snooping around, seeing what is in here, what is in here. You definitely can't go through a man's phone. There's just something that can make you want to check his phone, even when he's just not around, like to see what is going on.
I think Muse is telling the truth here.
Let me assure you, I can't look into my money's phone. I can't. I can't. Even though it rings when I'm near it, I rather charge it from the behind than give it to him. I can't. You know, I
Oh
want my
wow.
man to have peace.
Oh Lord. Oh dear God.
Did you hear that? She says she wants her man to have peace.
Uh-huh. Uh, okay.
If you
Whatever.
do that, you're like, seriously, is it my network?
No, no. It's I think it's Muse. Every time she unmutes to say something, I don't know. There's feedback. So every time she talks, she says what she needs to say, but then when she's done, she has to mute so that we don't get that feedback. And then with you, there's no feedback, but you do have some background noise going
Yeah,
on.
there are some people
So
outside.
so yeah, that's why I was like, every time you're like not talking, I just mute your mic. But when you want to say something, you go ahead and
Yes, I was saying, my problem, I can't look into my money's phone. That's the only problem I'm having. I can't even touch it without his permission. I swear I can't. I
All
can't.
right.
Mm-hmm.
Mills,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think the ladies are buying it.
Nah, that's like some old 1950s, 1960s kind of shit where like, oh, my husband is back. Oh, let me take his bag into his room, take care of him. Oh, it's my husband's thing. Don't touch. That's the kind of thing it's giving me. 2023 and you still trust men? Becky,
Mills.
are you the mad? Oh dear God.
Let me even give you a scenario. I
Oh
got a
damn.
chance. I got a chance. Okay, my ex, the person I was dating before, I got a chance. He gave me his phone and he slept. So I was like, I had to ask, can I check? Can I not check? I just placed the phone down. I really can't check into my money's phone
That's right.
because
That's
it will
right,
be,
Vicky. That's right. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? A peace of mind is everything. That's right. That's right.
Yeah,
I
man.
don't want to go
You
on
know,
crying.
you can go and check through the phone, you find, jeez. Oh my, Jesus Christ. That's crazy.
Hmm.
That question was just, for banter's sake. I mean, if you're secure in your relationship and you're secure in your man, you should have no reason to, even want to go through your man's phone. But again, these are things that do happen in relationships. So I just thought I'd throw that out there just to
Well,
see where y'all were at.
okay. When it comes to checking the phone, A woman might want to check a man's phone because he's acting awkward. He's off. There's something off about him. Like when he comes home from work, he's always on the phone rather than talking to me as he used to. He's always texting. I'm looking at him, he's smiling at the phone. Then I'll start thinking like, what's going on? What's he really doing on the phone? So that might, it might prompt a woman to want to go through her man's phone.
Um,
Again, if there are no suspicions, I wouldn't want to because I know these men that we try to date or try to get to know. Obviously, they have old flames, they have friends, they have female friends who might be flirty, and they might be flirting with them, sending them love emojis, calling them honey, baby, and all that. And he might necessarily not have nothing to do with them, like relationship wise or sexually, nothing to do. But just because we go through the phone and we see a lady called maybe Angela sending him love emojis, I miss you so much, girls, your mind is just going to start working, overworking. Like, who is she? And then you'll be prompted to go ask him, who is Angela? And why is she telling you I miss you so much? Are you cheating? What's going on? But he might be innocent. That's just a flirty friend that he has. That's
You
why I'm
should
like,
even have
sometimes,
boundaries. Eh,
Shiro,
yeah,
But
well,
I think
yeah, healthy. That's yeah, that's where healthy boundaries come in. Because the moment you start dating, both you, the man, and the woman, if you have male friends and female friends, you have to let them know I'm dating now. So the way you used to talk to me and the flirty texts and emojis and kisses you used to blow me, the times you used to call me will have to change because I'm with someone now. I think we owe our partners that much, especially when we really know this is the one I want to go forward with. So it doesn't bring all these little quarrels, as in you being asleep and your man is calling you and you're on the phone with another man around 12 a.m. or 1 a.m. And this is just a friend. But because you guys used to do that and you haven't set the boundaries, he's still calling you around that time, you know?
Shiro, wasn't we having this discussion the other day?
Yep, we did. We did.
Because it's like, what if your homegirl is sliding on me? Now, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the phone, and I'm gonna hey, it's unlocked. Go through the text messages. Here you go. Because I'm gonna let it be known as soon as it go down. I'm not gonna wait because I don't want to give you. I don't. Hold on. Let me mute your mic real quick, Muse. Oh, thank you. I don't want to give chance. You know what I'm saying? Like I think something like that happens where your homegirl is in my phone for whatever reason. Hey babe, look. This is what she just sent me. I'm just letting you know because I'm not entertaining this. Look, I didn't even say nothing. She just let you know this is what she's sending me. So I think that when you don't say something, when you don't address anything, then that'll give your partner a reason to suspect, hey, they might got something going on because shit, why are you entertaining these text messages? Why didn't you tell me about these text messages before? That friend might have the power to create a narrative that's a complete lie, but because you didn't say nothing to your chick, you didn't let her know what was going on, you might have put yourself in a position to where it looks like, from optics sake, it looks like you actually out here, on some doulo shit. So, but yeah, that's my take on that. What do you ladies
Hold on,
Muse,
Nick. I wanted to say something also.
go ahead.
I was saying like it's even like in these relationships you can study like a person's character still if you're a kind of person that studies people. So imagine the guy each time he comes back from work, he's always putting his phone the other way around, like he keeps trying to be distant from his phone. And one time when you like try getting his phone, he fights for it. You get that already tells you something. You get that alone just tells you something that something is not right. You get or maybe like when he's keeping the phone, he's always charging it maybe from like a different socket and he turns it down. The screen is down. so that maybe when someone calls, you can't easily like see who exactly is calling. It's just weird. It's a weird, too much stress.
Okay, so let me
Just
ask
love
y'all
in a
this.
stress field.
Let me ask y'all this. Is that that's a red flag, right? That would be a red flag, right?
Definitely.
Yeah, why wouldn't you be fooling your
Oh, okay.
partner?
Okay. So
Definitely.
now with that, okay. So now
That's a
with
red
that,
flag.
okay. So with that, would you be packing your things and leaving, or are you going to sit there and continue to, let the red flags fly? Because that might be an issue that y'all have since and talked about, and it's
Uh,
reoccurring.
I think we'll have to talk about it. Like, why is so being defensive when it's your fault? Because if it was me who had done it, I don't think it would settle right with him either. He would even probably, when you cheat, as women, if women cheat, it's like you have killed your mother. And for them, they can do it. They can do what they want to do, right? Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the dynamics. In my opinion, the dynamics with cheating, as it relates to when men do it versus when women do it, yeah, there's a stark difference there. I tend to believe that women, it's from a more emotional setting. What she's not. She feels as though she's not getting what she needs to be getting on an emotional standpoint. From an emotional standpoint from her man, you know what I'm saying? There's no more nurturing, there's no more, intimacy, not sex, but intimacy, two totally different things. All of that is just kind of like the wells run dry in those areas of the relationship. And so if there's a man that's supplementing those things on the outside, she may tend to go that way and entertain that man. Whereas with men, and again, this is just my opinion. If the opportunity is there, he's gonna, 9 times out of 10, he might, well, not 9 times out of 10. There's a strong possibility that he may end up entertaining that. So with men, it's like cheating is out of necessity. Like, just, I know I can do it, so I'm a do it. If I feel like I can get away with it, I'm a do it. With women, it's just like, again, from a more emotional standpoint.
Yeah. Look, women's case, it's like, how could you do this to me? There is a certain kind of feeling you get, like, so disgusted at him for doing something like that. Like, am I not enough for you? Like, why would you do that? I know they always say, if you cheated on somebody, maybe you should end up being with the second person, because if you really wanted to be the first person, you shouldn't have cheated in the first place. You get, but like, that is as a female opinion, you get. But now in the male perspective, it's more like when they cheat, they just want to, it's just pussy. Fuck. There's always that one girl of the night, you get. That's one girl of the night. But that doesn't necessarily mean he probably likes the person, you get. But now, a lot of weird paradoxes involved in that, man. It's just really so hard to explain. Really hard to explain this kind of dynamic. But I'm giving an opinion of the women's side. We kind of feel disgusted when you learn that a man cheated. Like, if like you've lost your worth as a woman and a man cheats on you, like, am I not? If it disgusts them. But different circumstances make them maybe stay in that relationship. If there's the kids involved, she will just bear with it. Because I know of, I think one of my friends, that man has cheated on this girl. I think they'll be married for like 10 years. It started very well for like the past 5 years. And then I think like man started getting to her. 7 years into marriage, he's tired. He started now playing around, getting women. So even her now, she ended up losing the love for the guy. But because they're married, she has nothing to do yet. Like, I don't even know how to explain. There's just a certain kind of disgust they feel like they fall out of the marriage. I mean, out of the love they had for the husband when he constantly does something like that. That is just.
Yeah. Yeah, like I mean, again, my opinion, there's guys out there that'll probably disagree with me. There's some that'll agree. It's whatever. But as far as I'm concerned, if opportunity and pussy is in the same room, more than likely he's he's going. Especially if he feels like he's not gonna get caught. So
Nich, choose your words carefully.
Oh no, I'm being honest. I'm not about to. Here's the thing. I'm not about to sit here and lie to y'all. Like I'm not pedestalizing women, but I'm also not gonna lie to y'all either. Like I'm just the same way that I come at it, the same way I approach these topics of conversations with my guys, with the fellas. I do the same thing with women. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing for me to hide, and I'm not. It's just it's so much easier to tell the truth to me. So much easier. So just you garner more results that way rather than me personally. Like I was saying earlier in the conversation, it's too much work. It takes way too much work to stack lies on top of lies. I can't. Me personally, I can't do it. So, but yeah. One last question, and if y'all have anything else that y'all would like to throw into the panel discussion, feel free. We've been on here almost 2.5 hours. I can keep going, but I also know that y'all it's pretty late out there, so I don't want to keep y'all longer than you're wanting to stay on board. If you want to continue to have a discussion, I'm with that too. I just want to be mindful of everyone's time. If you have to leave, that's cool. I appreciate you for coming up, letting your voices be heard. So with that, when it comes to a man cheating on you, is it a one and done situation, or are you absolutely packing up and leaving? If a man cheats on you, are you staying? Are you giving him another chance, or are you gonna go ahead and call that one a loss and keep it pushing? That's pretty much what I'm asking.
Nick. Hello?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Us women, we forgive easily. So when we love someone, seriously, when we love someone, we do love.
Okay.
So we forgive easily.
But you can forgive and love from afar. No, I mean, however, it's a genuine question. I'm not trying to sway y'all's opinions or your thoughts. Like if you're the type that forgives, then cool. But I'm just trying to see where y'all are at with that. So okay, Vicky, she's gonna forgive you because she loves you. Where are you at with it? Where are you at with it, Muse?
Oh dear God. I don't even know how to answer. But it's more like you just keep it to yourself.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Muse. 1 second. 1 second. Let me okay. Can you mute your mic real quick? Okay, because there's a lot of I don't know, static going on with your audio.
I don't know what's up with that.
Okay, we I don't know what's going on with your the audio, but we can barely make out what you're saying. Let me go around with QB and Shiro, and then we'll come back to you. Hopefully your audio clears up. QB, where are you at with this? If a man cheats on you, are you giving him another shot, or is that a one and done situation? You're out the door.
Oh. Um, it definitely will create a dent in what we have, but to speak generally, I think most women will stay. What makes women leave when it comes to cheating is you've cheated continuously. Like you've cheated once, you've begged me, you've gone on your knees, you've cried, told me you're going to make a change.
Damn.
You've you've done everything possible to gain my trust again, and you do it again, and then you do it again. Because I'm yet to hear of one woman who left her marriage or relationship just because her husband or her man cheated once. I'm yet to. Beyonce is still with her man. Cardi B is still with her man, and so many others. But maybe eventually somewhere along the line they might leave. But then they didn't just cheat once; they cheated continuously. But like Vicky said, women normally forgive not easily. I mean, it creates a dent. You have to go like you're starting all the way from stage one again, gaining her trust. She probably wouldn't want you to sleep in the same bed as her. It's going to take a long time before things get back to normal. But sometimes, due to some circumstances or factors, because of mainly the kids and raising the kids in a broken home, which most women may not like, they'll go like, okay, let me give him another chance for the sake of the kids. I don't want them to grow up in a broken home. So they might stay. And sometimes the man might not cheat again. But then, if they keep on cheating, then it's like, okay, I'm just wasting my time because I'm doing everything for him. Why is he out there cheating? I'm doing everything a woman is supposed to do for her man. So am I not enough? Am I not woman enough for her, for him? So then she might go like, okay, this is it. I'll have to leave because I've tried everything I can and he's still cheating. So I don't think the very first time my man cheats I'm going to leave, but he's going to be on probation, and there's a whole lot of stuff like a whole lot he has to pass again before this relationship is going to go on. Like counseling and a lot is going to have to go on before this relationship or whatever we have goes back to normal. And it's normal with every woman. We will get emotional. It's not going to be so easy. Like, oh, I cheated and I just got you this Gucci bag, so just take it and then let's start dating again. Mm-mm.
Hmm.
It's not
Oh,
going
this
to
is
happen.
very interesting. It seems as though the women are forgiving, you know? And again, I'm gonna say it again, y'all are better than me because it takes only one time with me and you gotta go.
That is meant for you. That is meant. You know, you
I don't know.
guys
I don't know. I don't know about
take
other
the
men. I'm just
time.
saying me.
Well, generally, most
Okay.
men would cheat and cheat and cheat, but just that one time, their women cheat. Just that one time, they can never get the picture out of their head that another man was touching their woman the way they touch their woman. Just that one time.
Yeah,
It's
especially
it's
if
a
you
man thing. You're a man.
go
Sorry.
ahead. I'm sorry.
Yeah, especially when he, especially when it's like you've always been the one cheating, and then she goes like, let me give him a taste of his own medicine, and then she does it just that once. You can't. It's an ego thing. Your ego is bruised. Your manlyhood is taken away. Like, really, was he better than me? And even the process of women cheating, because most women don't just get up and cheat. It's a long thought process. It's something they think about for a while before they do it. Most, if they're in a relationship and they're going to cheat, hardly. Some might just do one night stands and stuff, but most of the time it's a process. It starts with chatting, conversation, probably some dinners or some lunch, and it progresses from there. So you're just thinking that, wow, oh, she went through all these stages and now she's emotionally involved with this guy before giving her
Okay, because I knew you were gonna say the man out here cheating, and then once his woman cheats on him, essentially the woman giving him a taste of his own medicine, he can't take it. Okay, I think she's gonna end up coming back on. It seems like a networking issue. Okay, I want to respond to that real quick, and then Shiro, I want to hear what you got to say. I'm not speaking I'm not speaking for the guy who's out here doing dirt, and then when his chick decides to cheat on him, he all of a sudden has an issue with it. Yeah, that's pretty. That's weird, but it's also an ego. Like she was saying, it's an ego thing. I'm talking about. Hold on, give me a second. Usual. All right, I'm talking about. I've done nothing but right by that woman. I haven't cheated on that woman. I've given everything. I've given my complete self to this woman. There's no reason why she should be out here, entertaining another man. I'm speaking in that regard. If I've done all of these things, right? You're not wanting for anything. I've done all these things, but you're still out here cheating on me, then it's a one and done situation. You absolutely have to pack your things and you have to get out of my house. Shiro, why you laughing?
They left as soon as I came up, bro. Like they saw me coming up, and it was like, hold on, let me go ahead and creep up out of here real quick.
No, before you go on, I want Shiro to answer the question, and then you can chime in.
Well, I don't know. In the first place, why would you cheat? Like, what don't I have, or what am I not giving to you that you have to go to look for it outside? Well,
But if he does, though, right? Those questions are valid. But the deed has been he out here smashing the fuck out this chick, and you find out about it. Are you staying, or are you going to have the conversation? Are you going to have the conversation with him and try to smooth it out and keep the relationship going, or are you going to?
well, at first I'll have to hear from your side, but in a case where there's no kids involved,
That's an interesting point.
if there's no kids involved, I think I'll need to take some time off because again, if I'm giving you another chance, that's for me it's like starting over again. So the starting thing over again, somewhere in the back of my mind, I'll still be like, yo, I know this person. So he cheated last time. So what's the difference this time?
Hmm.
Something like that. But then again, if there's kids involved, like honestly, I don't want my kids growing up in a broken family. So as much as I need my time to cool off and just let everything slide, I'll still want to know why you did it. Things are gonna be
Hmm.
different. Then again, considering that they're kids, I think I'll stay for the kids. But then again, if it happens again, I don't think I can take the second time. The second
Okay.
time,
Now, what if
the
he tells you why? Because I think this plays a part in this whole conversation too. Because I think Queen Bee was saying, I think she was talking about something in regards to the why, like why I would want to know why he, cheated. So if a man tells you why he cheated, are you still going to entertain? Like, what if he says something wild, like, I mean, it's a more exhilarating experience.
well, to the extent that you had to go ahead and disrespect me like that, I don't think there's room for you again.
Mm, okay. All right. Usual business. What's popping, bro?
Man, I wish they would have stayed up, man. But apparently they knew I was coming, so they hopped off, bro. They hopped off.
Some of them have been having connection issues. Like Muse, she actually hung in there. So,
Oh,
um,
she hung in there. Oh, okay. I guess I'll catch him on the next time then. But when it comes to this, I don't know. See, this is where I have to come ahead and be turn into what is it, Professor Usual Business, right? See what I'm saying? Because I know for a fact, right? Um, girls cheat too. They cheat. If not the exact same rate, probably a little bit more. I'm gonna be honest, right? So when I hear different conversations with different people, where they say, "Oh, well, I would never do that to my man." Me in the background, like every time I ever hear, "I wouldn't do that to my man," that's exactly who's gonna do that to their man. That's what you automatically know, right?
Yeah.
The one chick is in the background. I would never, man. Check her phone. If you had a low jack on her hip, you'd be surprised where you even found her at, right? So for me personally, just me personally, right? I look at that as like the clean. Well, how we call it? That's the first phase for your mask, right? You gonna give me the mask first, which is I would never do that. I'm the perfect gentleman. I'm the perfect lady, right? But
Hmm.
that's not how people act. Most people are very opportunistic, right?
Hmm.
Maybe a few people among us are maybe like, all right, I'll do it for the greater good or whatnot. But most people opportunistic.
True. Very true. And if you got to constantly come out and say, I'm not this kind of guy, or I'm a nice guy, or all this, if you got to come out and say, more than likely you are, you that nigga that you claiming that you're
Yeah,
not.
yeah, you are what you say you ain't, bro. Like
Yeah. we got to do,
America, bro.
we got to keep it a buck. Like, yeah, nigga, you out here for the world. Or if it's a woman, yeah, you out here for these streets. It's
Yeah,
cool.
you
Just
out
keep
here
it a
for the
buck with
street.
me.
So
Yeah,
but
man.
I just wanted to come up and say I really wanted to catch the women before they left off. I wish I would have been up here like 20 minutes earlier.
Yeah, QB, she just hit me. It was a networking situation, and then Muse, same thing. And then I don't know what happened with Vicky, but but we've been on here shit over 2 hours, so I mean we're about to wrap up. There's definitely going to be a part two because this has been an awesome discussion. Very therapeutic for me. It was awesome to hear how the ladies really felt about your boy, and minute.
Hold on. I gotta ask you the question though, bro. Did
But
you get the thumbs up approval, bro, or did you get all hands down, bro?
it was a. I want to. I don't want. I don't want to just come out and say it was a thumbs up because they all pretty much. They all pretty much had this. They all was pretty much saying the same
It's
thing.
all thumbs down.
It was all. It was thumbs down. It was 4 thumbs down. but but
I'm so
but
sorry.
I want to
I'm
say
so
they
sorry.
did it. I want to say
I'm
they did
sorry.
it out of love, though. They did it out of love. It wasn't like they weren't being mean or anything. They were just like they gave their honest opinions and their perceptions and whatever. And I'm, like I said, I'm taking it in stride. This is why it was important to have this discussion because I want to amplify our ladies' voices. You know what I'm saying? Be it women on the continent or right here in the States. I think it's important for Black women to
I don't know
speak
about
their
the ones in the
piece.
States no more, bro.
Oh,
They didn't spoke enough for the next 15
usual,
years, bro.
usual. See.
Hey, bro, don't. Hey, bro. Maybe we were talking about somebody. Maybe we were talking about like maybe some girl in Kenya. I'd be like,
I wasn't talking about anybody in particular. I was just saying it's important for us as Black men to allow our women to have spaces to have to voice whatever it is that's on their heart, what's on their spirit. That's all I was saying. Be it African American chicks or African chicks. They should be able to have the we got to hear them out because how are we to ever come to an understanding? How are we going to bridge this gap if we can't communicate as adults? Yeah, it's not always going to be pretty, you know what I'm saying? She's going to have some shit to say that ain't going to sit well with me and vice versa. But I think that if we're able to sit down and get through that bullshit and then go, okay, now that I heard you out and now that you didn't heard me out, what's the solution? What we gotta be solution based. Realistically.
the solution is, bro, it's simple, bro. Like some folks can't talk, man. Like I love people. I love people, but I know for a fact the idiots are universal, bro. You give every person a mic, they'll tell you, you know, what up is down and down is up, blue is green, and gray is the most fantastic color in the world.
They're
So
just all over the place, right?
so for me personally, I don't even go that far into it, man. So it's like if you're sensible, then you should have a mic, right? If you're a sensible person, right? When you demonstrated that you are a sensible person. But if you are not a sensible person, we taking your mic. You gotta go sit in the corner with your kids or with your grandma, your auntie, somebody, your uncle, somebody, because you can't talk.
And I agree with you on that. Ignorant ass niggas should not be on the microphone at all. However, we can still allow grace and pull them aside and have that conversation in private. It's an each one teach one situation. We gotta be on code. As a people, we just gotta be on code. And black men and black women running away from each other. That ain't on, you ain't on code, and you ain't, that's not doing nothing but fracturing the infrastructure even more. So not even just fracturing it, you're completely fucking breaking it. You're breaking it in to where there is no foundation, there is no common ground. And I think that that's where we are at as within the black community as a whole, with be it the diaspora of the continent. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just, I we got to have these discussions, and we got to have these discussions from an honest place. You know, I don't want to sit up here and bullshit anybody. I wouldn't want to bullshit me. You know what I'm saying? So let's get the ugly out. Let's get it all out there. And then again, use deductive reasoning, right? And then come to a universal head of sorts where it's like, all right, we're in agreement with we're in agreement with this. Let's keep this, let's move forward and keep consistent in that. You know what I'm saying? With holding each other accountable, and then also with holding self accountable as well.
The problem is with that, man, like I know when I go places, right? Most people don't want to have honest conversations. Let's be real honest with most people, bro. Most people don't want an honest conversation. They just want their opinions heard.
I
And
know.
most likely they want their opinions met also. So that's when I deal with people, I always have that notion in the back of my mind at least that this person most likely ain't thinking what they're not thinking full. I like to say full circle, right? The beginning and the end of what you're saying. Like, how is this situation going to end? 10 years down the line, 20 years down the line, or what's going to be the end result? Like most people just think about, I just want to get on the ship and just go. I just want to go down the mountain, but you ain't realizing down the mountain is rocks. So you ain't playing that out too well, right? So at least when it comes to dealing with, I'm gonna say people, right? But when it comes to dealing with women, it's women are women,
right?
I'm gonna say on that one, bro. Women are women, man. I love them to death, man, but just they something different. That's all I'm gonna say right there. They just something different.
Do you honestly believe that our women, right, African American women, do you honestly believe that they're a lost cause?
You gonna put me on the wood like that? You gonna put me on the wood like that, bro? You gonna have y'all here?
Hey man, you don't got to answer. It's all good. You don't have to answer. You do not have to answer.
Don't get no fuck. Hell no. These just gone out here, bro. They gone, bro. What the chick said? What she said? I don't go out on no dates unless what is that? A whole basically every restaurant in America these chicks ain't trying to go to at all. And they're paying for 5-star. You know, paying 5-star restaurants. Oh, God.
Look, that was funny because I enjoy the Cheesecake Factory. The Cheesecake Factory be slapping.
Hey, but what you talking about? Best cheesecake in the land, bro. What you talking about? I ain't never had a bad
and I didn't take. I've taken several chicks to the Cheesecake Factory on a date, and that's never been an issue. So I don't know. You just got some people that have that they dwell in the land of delusion, and they have this sense of entitlement that is just out of this world. So I think that's what that was, but I don't know. Ladies,
I do have a question though. But this
go ahead.
For the ladies.
Oh, go ahead. Oh.
Okay, ladies, I have a question. Who do you think is more delusional, right? Have you apply? Who do you think is more delusional? Women from America or women from Africa currently? I'm gonna say currently because there's always room for improvement. So.
Oh, I'm about to go get me a glass of water. This might get spicy.
Ladies, y'all very quiet right now.
No. So were you trying to ask who's more delusional, the African or the African Americans, right?
I just said American. I don't even. I don't. Hey, trust me. The craziness that goes out on this side of the planet is universal. It's universal craziness. It ain't just one person. It's the whole kit and caboodle, as we say.
Mm, I think I think I think we're all the same.
She lying to herself. See, that's a safe answer. That's the safe answer. Like I think we all delusional, just a little bit.
But what if that's what she actually thinks, though? What if she genuinely thinks that?
Okay. That's the safe answer though. That's the universal safe answer. Like, but that ain't the real answer though. Like,
Okay.
that ain't the real answer.
Maybe Muse has the real answer.
Okay.
Yeah.
Moved out. What are you guys talking about? What's the question?
The question is simple. Who do you think is more delusional? Women from America or women from Africa? Like, who's more delusional? On the delusional, let's say meter, like 10 being the highest, 1 being the lowest. Like who do you think is more delusional?
Oh dear Lord.
I think the African.
Yeah.
Wait, she answered. What did you say, Muse?
I don't really have a
African
comment to that
American.
because I haven't interacted with it. I haven't interacted with.
I said it.
No, listen, Malcolm. Listen, I haven't interacted with most of those guys, so I can't
Girl,
have
you
enough
say my name on
judgment
you like that, girl?
to because all I hear about are things that I watch from YouTube. All I hear about are comments that are made by Austin Holman about um African American women. The same way he also makes comments about African women. You get so me personally, I've not had an experience with them to make that conclusion of thinking African Americans are maybe delusional. African
I
American
didn't say
women are
that.
delusional, or African
Nah,
Africans are delusional.
you misunderstand that. I'm not saying
Huh?
African American. I'm saying Americans in general. I'm putting the whole thing on trial
Uh,
from one side
uh,
to the other.
You gotta let her finish usual business so we can get the full scope of what she's saying. It sounded like she was saying, though, I don't know if you heard her. It sounded like she was saying that she can't really quantify, or she can't make such a call in judgment or a call in general because she hasn't fellowshipped or been around African American women to make such a call. Outside of what she sees on social media and YouTube, she can't really make a sound judgment in answering that question. Would you say that that's fair?
Talking to me or her?
Yeah, you. Would you say that that's fair?
I think she lying though. I can feel it. I can feel it. I can feel the energy over here. Like I know she's lying. I know she's lying.
Incredible.
You ever had that? What is that? Spider-Man. You get that my single my senses are tingling. I got that. She lying a tingling sensation.
Oh wow. Well,
But
mm,
that's my
I can
opinion.
believe
I
it.
could be wrong though. I could be wrong, but I doubt it.
well. We definitely got to have we definitely got to have a part two because, like I said before, it's important to hear our women out, good, bad, ugly. I just with that we gotta whenever we are going over these topics of discussion, we got to make sure to be respectful. We got to make sure that we're letting people say what they need to say, but more so what they need to say, so that we can attack or approach what it is that they're saying from a genuine place, an honest place, and one where we're able to just have the conversation without being on the defense, without feeling like you have some type of chip on your shoulder, and you just without just being on the nigga shit. We got to be able to just have this conversation so that we can we got to be able to cut through. We got to be able to cut through. If we're not able to do that, I don't think that we as a community, be it in the diaspora or even what's going on in the continent, because I don't know the dynamics between Black men and women over on in Africa. I don't know if it's great. I don't know if it's if it's trash. I don't know, but it's from based off what I'm seeing and hearing, it doesn't really seem like there's much difference. But I could be wrong in that too. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
All is, yeah.
And it's we. The reason why I say that is because relationships between Black men and women in Kenya different from those in Uganda, different from those in Angola, Ghana, Tanzania. You know what I'm saying? It's different. I don't know. I haven't spent any time out there. And even if I was to go to a country like Kenya, I wouldn't be able to say, oh, I know because I went to Kenya. Well, I went to Kenya, but I didn't go to Ghana. I don't know how they do things out there or what that's looking like. So, I just think that it's again, this is why it's awesome. I think that's why I love this panel. I love the fact that we have the summit booming right now because you have individuals from these different areas, us being in the States, usual, and then the ladies and some of the, fellas that we've had on the panel before being from different countries within Africa. We're getting all of these, different perspectives, and we're doing what we can with that information. You know what I'm saying? And learning and just becoming better individuals for each other to get where everyone is coming from. So I definitely want to have another panel where it's just where we have the ladies on and giving their commentary on things, because just in this discussion alone, I got some questions that I want to ask, but I gotta head out to this radio station here in like 10 minutes. So, and we've been on this. Damn, this is the longest episode that we've had. This was good.
You got some decent energy this time. That's why.
The ladies, they came with it too. I have a sneaking suspicion that the favorite part, when people watch this back, their favorite part is going to be when the ladies start going in on me.
They're gonna have this. They're gonna have that part clipped up like 15 different times. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But even in that, it was important because it was my time. It was my chance to really like be vulnerable with the ladies and let them know, look, this is where I'm coming from. This is just how I am. You know what I'm saying? And then also a chance to hear them out without being on the defense. Just whenever, however they're feeling about me, it's just that's how they're feeling. So I got to take that in stride and do what I will with that information. So, but yeah, this was awesome. Is there any last words, ladies, that you want to go in on? Anything? What do you hate about men? What do you hate about men? What do you hate about men?
Manipulative tendencies.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, really? I'm not even gonna go into that. I'm gonna let that one slide. I ain't gonna bring it up because technically it's almost time to go, right? So I'm just gonna let that one slide right off. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, damn. Oh, wow. It got spicy real quick. It got spicy. No, but listen, I hear that from the ladies all the time. Manipulative dudes out here, exacting their bottom line and using that woman just to use her.
Yeah. I'm gonna let that one slide off today. Like we want to put a pin on that one and let that one slide back in on what is it, next week? Not that. We'll do something like Thursday or something, like Thursday or Friday or something like that.
Let me know. We can make it happen.
We're gonna make it happen we're gonna do something on Friday, bro. I'll get back with you later.
All right. Shiro, what do you hate about men?
I think I go with Muse, just being manipulative. I don't understand why we do that.
That's it? There's nothing else?
But I can see like you see my image. You see my
she got so much to say, but she doesn't want to say it. This is y'all's panel. Y'all can say whatever. Y'all not offending me. So
all I'm gonna say, I got my East African avatar out here right now, bro. Giant forehead and everything.
Yeah, I saw that. I saw that person. Yeah.
Oh God. It's kind of funny because it looked like her though. The more I look at it, the more it started to look like her.
Shiro, you have a beautiful forehead. You have an
I
amazing
know,
forehead.
right? It is
You have
cute.
Yo, Nick, foreheads are an East
I
African thing.
I noticed Malcolm's
Foreheads are
Asian.
an East African thing.
I'm not gonna say nothing. I noticed that Asian.
This is
all I'm gonna say is this your little sister. This is her baby picture in the background. I went to her house in Kenya and I took this from my grandmama and she gave me the picture.
listen.
Okay, I'm
Listen.
stop.
Don't listen to him. Don't listen to him. You have an amazing forehead.
I know it's cute. I know it's cute.
It should be in the Guinness Book of World Records. It should amazing forehead.
Guinness Book of World Records. Oh Christ.
You can see my face right now.
I think that Somalis and Rwandese. Yo, Rwandese. Those guys can count their foreheads. 1, 2, 3. Can even reach 10.
Wait, say that again, Muse. Somalis? What'd you say about Somalis?
I'm saying foreheads are an East African thing. From that line of Somalis all the way to Rwanda. Yeah. Somalis.
Okay.
Those guys have huge foreheads. Jesus Christ.
All I'm gonna say is levels to this forehead game, bro. Like when you go to East Africa, bro, I'm telling you, when you go there for the first time, that's when you're gonna really start doing. It's levels to this game, bro. You be like, oh, okay, that's kind of cute. That ain't that bad. Then you go to another country, you like, God damn. Like I hope everybody got a 1.5 GPA or something. Like,
damn,
geniuses. I'm sorry, bro.
Not you calling the whole country Jimmy Neutron.
Oh God.
Jimmy Neutron. Oh Christ.
I'm gonna stop. This was supposed to be a peaceful, a peaceful panel. All right. We didn't want to.
Who say anything about peace? I want problems, goddammit.
I want problems always.
Always. Oh,
okay. All right. Okay. All right. So with that, you guys, ladies, thank you for coming up and making your voices heard. Super shout outs to Queen Bee, Vicky, Muse, Shiro. I don't know who Miss O is, but I mean, I wish you would have stayed on and popped your shit. We were here to hear you out. So maybe next time. Yeah.
Yo, Nick, are you learning Swahili?
Huh?
Are you learning Swahili? You said you're coming to Nairobi next year.
I am.
Okay. Nick,
I'm not perfect. I'm still learning.
Okay, when I tell you something like kichwa yako iko ngumu sana, do you know what that means? It means you're hard headed.
Okay, hold on. Say that
again. One of your traits, I'm going to say it in Swahili. Kichwa yako iko ngumu sana. Oh dear Lord.
Okay, so unpack that insult for me. I feel like
it's not an insult. It's not an insult. It means you're hard-headed. You know, when you ask us to describe you, and they're telling you you're unapproachable, you go from 0 to 100 real quick. Yeah, you're so hard-headed.
Oh, okay. I got it.
Yeah.
Well, it's something I might have to work. Oh, something I got to work on apparently. Me being hard headed.
Never, bro. Look me in my forehead, bro. Never. Look me in my forehead, never, bro. I'm being defiant to the end of the time, bro. To the end of time, when Jesus come, Allah come, the ancestors come, bro. I'm telling you, I'm still gonna be defiant. I don't care.
Listen, I come in peace. I come in peace. So
What is peace, bro? What is peace, bro?
peace of mind, piece of pussy, piece of something. You know what I'm saying? I come in peace.
What were the three P's again? What were the three P's again? Protect. What?
Protect, provide, and problem.
Problem solving. Okay.
Yeah. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. So all right, you guys, I gotta wrap up because I gotta head out to the radio station and knock out some work that way. But I mean, 3 goddamn hours. Holy shit. Woo! The ladies do be coming with the tea. I appreciate it though. I appreciate it. We will be. Oh, did you have something to say, Muse? Okay, so we will be back on Sunday. Same, well, at our regular time. So just to let you guys know, I'll be back on at 9, or I mean, if 11 a.m. my time works for you guys, we can do that too. But we'll definitely be back on Sunday. And hey, we need y'all. We need the ladies to be, more. We need y'all presence to be more in abundance. So I mean, don't be afraid to come up on the panel with all the other fellas. I mean, you see, you're up here with me and Malcolm, so shit, it ain't that bad.
God damn, man. I can't have no secret identity around none of y'all Negroes, bro. I'm like, my name is Batman. Y'all be like, yeah, his name is Bruce Wayne.
Oh shit! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The forehead's name is Malcolm. This is not the person talking. There, you're safe. You're safe, usual business. You're safe.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah. So yeah, we'll be back on Sunday. I'll probably hold a poll in the chat, and we'll get you guys more involved on topics that you guys want to discuss. I know Muse had something that she had threw up earlier that sounded like a good topic to go over. So we might use that. We might go another way. Who knows? But yeah, we'll definitely be back on next Sunday, and then whatever usual business is trying to pull off for Thursday. Just when we drop the link, come up on the panel and talk your shit. You know what I'm saying? Don't be afraid. It's your time to shine. You know what I'm saying? So, but with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and end it here. I want y'all to have a good night. Woo, I saw some movement. Maybe. I'm sorry, Shiro. I'm sorry. I seen some movement. Let me stop. I mean, no harm. There's no disrespect. It's no disrespect. I'm lactose intolerant. So with that being said, with that being said,
Oh Lord. My bad.
I'm sorry. I'm trying to sign off. Does anybody have any last words? Usual.
It's usual business, and this business is usual. So hit me up on my Instagram. I'll be around. I'm always helping. Sometimes I go to East Africa, West Africa. Depends on what's going on. I'm always handling business. So if you ever need any help with details or any information, hit me up on Instagram, or hit me up on the summit, and then shoot your information, and I'll always respond back to you. So yeah.
Okay, we'll have to put that in the description box when we post this up on YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay, and all right, Shiro, any last words or?
Well, nothing much. It was good talking with you guys. Good conversation, and yeah, let's have more of that next time.
Yeah, for sure. All right. And with that being said, we are out. We will catch y'all on the next one.
Peace.